So, in our first episode, we covered Boogie2988's challenging childhood riddled with abuse and health issues, as well as his early adoption of the YouTube platform during its beginning years. From there, we saw his meteoric rise to internet stardom thanks to the sheer luck of his angry gamer character, Francis. You know him, you love him, we all do. He was featured on a video by Ray William Johnson, one of YouTube's first heavyweight channels. Boogie's presence within the gaming community and trending cultural topics allowed him to develop a solid reputation and authority amongst his immediate fan base and broader YouTube audiences, despite his heavily obese appearance. However, he couldn't quite keep a hold on his public image despite his best efforts. His increasingly fence-sitting attitudes, by the way, using fence-sitting in combination with the previous sentence describing him as morbidly obese is always funny to me. Because I always go for the low-hanging fruit, like what kind of fence is built to those kind of standards where this guy could fence sit on it. It's kind of insane. He's increasingly fence-sitting attitudes.
Maybe Berlin. My God. But I reckon he collapsed it. He wouldn't even need Hasselhoff dancing on it.
That's what happened. Boogie
should have been there for that historic moment. Yeah.
He's increasingly fence-sitting attitudes to most hot topics combined with his mounting popularity.
War, Boogie has lost popularity and relevance.
It was all downhill from there. His increasingly fence-sitting attitudes to most hot topics combined with his mounting popularity resulted in a critical hit to his likability in the eyes of some. On the back of the contentious Gamergate drama in 2014, Boogie was finding it increasingly difficult to cool the barrage of critics taking fire at his soft approach to heated internet controversies. Despite amassing more than 2 million YouTube subscribers by the end of 2014 and a steady increase of fans, Boogie's professional and personal life is about to take some drastic turns for the worse. In this episode, we'll dive into the trials and tribulations of Boogie's peak years, including his marital breakdown, allegations of abuse, investigations into his past lives, inconsistencies that would go on to be recurring themes going forward, and a trolling campaign that ended with a gun being drawn. This is part 2 of the rise and fall of Stephen Jason Williams. Or as we're calling it, the weight of it all, the fall of Boogie2988. The man,
that was a great name.
The myth, the legend. Welcome to Red Thread, everyone. This is part 2 in our ongoing expose on Boogie. I hope you are all excited as I am for this. I'm very excited for this because we've got a special guest again, Jordan. She's come back. She's come back to me. My fiance, Kira. Hello.
Hello.
Kira, what was the motivation for coming back for this one?
Too much sex appeal, obviously. She knew that Boogie was going to be the topic. Immediately.
Yeah, well, that's obviously a given. And is that all it is it? It's just to ogle this clearly sexually virile man.
Yeah, why did you come back, Kira?
Because you begged me to.
Yeah, that is true.
Really? For this one?
Yeah.
Is it really what it had boiled down to? It was just Jackson's autistic obsession moves back from trains to Boogie, and then you were like, you were essentially your hand was forced. Is that it?
Yeah. No, he asked nicely, and I said fine.
You can say I begged. It was more. It was absolutely a begging. I was like, please, why don't you show an interest in what I'm into?
Yeah, I know. You don't care about my.
I said I've had enough of Boogie over the years.
That is true. I have talked Kira's ear off about Boogie on many a night. No, I thought it would be great to have her here because we're going to talk about Boogie's interactions or his what do you call it? His slimy ways with women or women in general.
Okay, you just want a reaction reader on each of these.
Yeah, I want Kira to tell me if I'm being off base when I describe his behavior as gross. I think it'll be interesting to have
it'll just be from the sound effects of Kira. That's how we'll be able to rate it.
Yeah.
If you just hear that, like, oh, kind of. That's what we're looking for. That's pay dirt.
Well, yours sounded a little bit more sexy than like she's into it.
Than Kira's.
Ooh.
All right, what's the sound that we're looking for out of Kira? Yeah, okay. So mine was
Screaming.
Sexual intrigue. That would be incredible if we got one from Boogie out of that. That would be wow. That's a rare moment. Boogie being sexually appealing.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I've far out. I would very much like to know, other than that one woman with the most clear-cut case of daddy issues I've ever seen in my life, has anyone ever made a ooh over Boogie?
I gotta imagine it's just other like morbidly obese women that would find. I mean, I've definitely heard of women that like fat men, like chubby men or whatever, dad bods, for example, shit like that. But
Yeah.
I don't think that anyone is truly into like morbidly obese men, right? Like that can't. That's
You don't think there's any female feeders out there?
maybe, but I think
It's
that's
gotta
more
be
like a
someone.
fetishistic. It's got to be
Yeah,
more of a
like a fetish
fetishistic thing as opposed to an actual attraction.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Nonetheless, that's what we're here for. Hopefully, Kira gets aroused listening to Boogie for the 800th time.
Hopefully, we all get aroused. Hopefully, there's something
Well,
here
that's
for
a
all of
foregone.
us.
I will definitely be getting aroused in this episode. The only question is when.
You got to come pre-prepared. Oh,
What?
yeah. Before I was saying you've got to come with a boner. You got to come pre-prepared for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, like you have.
Give yourself a fighting
Yeah, but
chance.
you've been edging this for 10 years.
I know. it's
Permanent
so good.
boner.
So good. This better live up to the hype for me.
Spiritual Viagra.
This better be
Yeah.
an incredible release. Speaking of incredible releases, I wanted to make this shout out to you all right now, everyone listening at home. Jordan and I have got a new series going that should be going public fairly soon. But if you want to hear it right now, you can head on over to official.men, 7-day free trial to listen to our new series, Smut Rot. What is Smut Rot?
What is smut rot? Tell me. Someone tell me.
Oh, great. Okay. Guys, dig this. This is another Jackson genius moment, and I will take credit for it by announcing it. Smut rot is the concept of just reading fan fiction. The worse, the better. And I've got to say, you go over and look at our patrons. They're loving it. How can you not? It's really entertaining stuff because there's two options out of this. It's pretty much what we're trying to get out of Boogie, but obviously won't. It's either going to be arousing or hilarious. That's the options.
Sometimes both.
Exactly. So if you like laughing and having a stiff cock, make sure that you check out Smut Rod.
Smut Rot over at official.men, 7-day free trial right now so you can listen to it for free. Let us know your thoughts as well. It's coming public soon in the next few weeks, and then we'll see what the reaction is and if people like it, and then we'll keep doing it if the demand is there. And like Jordan said, all of the Patreon and official.men members, it's been an astounding success over there. Everyone's loved it. They're begging for more, clamoring for more. So if you want to find out what all the fuss is about, head on over to official.men right now. 7-day free trial. Other than that, it is coming soon. But beyond that, it's time to talk about what's important, and that is, of course, Boogie. So we covered up to 2014 in the last episode. If you haven't already listened to the first part, please go check that out before you dive into this because you need the context. But we'll start talking about 2015 onwards right now. So our second entry into the Boogie2988 saga commences in 2015. Riding high off the back of his 2 million subscriber milestone, international television exposure, and a Game Awards appearance, which, by the way, Jordan, that's one of the most prestigious things that a gamer can get, being invited to the Game Awards and then getting a Game Awards award. That's incredible.
Okay, so that's the Oscars.
It's the Oscars for gamers, except it's even better because Jeff Keighley's there and he shakes your hand.
Cool.
Jeff.
Who's that?
You don't know
What?
Jeff Keighley?
No. Who is it?
Yeah, he doesn't. I can't believe he doesn't. You're not a gamer. That's embarrassing.
Even I know who he is.
Yeah, but like, Kira, you are a gamer.
She's kind of a gamer. Boogie kept to a consistent stream of content for his audience, with the vast majority of his uploads garnering steady viewership and engagement. In the early part of the year, he was also able to buy a home, a huge accomplishment for him and his wife Des. Boogie found more success in 2015 with his Francis content, including such hits as Francis being addicted to amiibos. God, that made me feel sick. Being addicted to amiibos and raging at Rock Band. Kira, have you seen Boogie's early videos, like the videos that he would produce when he was obviously, for lack of a better word, large on YouTube?
I feel like I've seen them all.
You have? You've seen, what are you, a giant fan? What do you mean you've seen them all?
No, because of you.
Oh, okay. Sure. Blame it on me. So
Yeah.
you've seen he's addicted to Amiibos video?
No.
Okay. Caught out in a lie immediately. Welcome back to Red Thread. You're going to have to stay on your toes. However, Boogie's videos where he candidly discussed obesity and physical health were blowing up for the first time on his channel. As he put it, 2015 saw a surge in fat shaming and fat hatred online, and he felt compelled to talk about it given his experience with it. I find that hard to believe. I know that people like fat was a topic of conversation in the 2015s and so on, but I feel like if anything, it was the reverse. Like we had seen a heightened level of fat acceptance at that time period. Whereas during the early 2000s, making fun of fat people was like fair game. Like everyone did it. Oh, and
yeah,
the
I
90s
think what
and
Boogie
80s.
means by that is he saw an opportunity to get some easy points by getting on something that is essentially the equivalent of fence sitting without fence sitting.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you reckon?
No, but yeah, for sure with his motives, but like I think his point is wrong. I don't think there was a surge in fat shaming and fat hatred online. If, like I said, if anything, fat acceptance was on the rise during that time period.
Fat acceptance was on the rise. Well, look, you are a human encyclopedia of internet trends, so I will take your word for it.
I guess you could make the argument that fat shaming and fat hatred was on the surging at the time period to combat the rising fat acceptance. Like people were trying harder to fat shame at the same time because they were like, yeah, you're going to make me stop making fun of fat people? That's ridiculous. I'm going to make fun of fat people even harder.
Even
now.
More. Triggered? Yeah, all right. Yeah. Okay, so it got smaller and more intense. Do you think...
Maybe, yeah.
Seeing as you seem to be like a stockbroker of internet memes, do you think it is fat unacceptance is back?
Yeah.
Bigly?
I think it's...
So it's perfectly fine to make fun of someone for being fat now again.
I don't know if it's perfectly
That's your opinion,
fine
is it, Jackson? You think bullying's okay. All right, well, it's good to get that on the record. Kira, this is the man you're marrying, just so you know.
I think fat acceptance died as soon as Ozempic was created.
Yeah, okay, because it's like, look, there's literally a magic button that exists now. So what's your excuse?
I just
you think that's it?
It's incredibly funny to see all of the like fat activists of the last 10 years and people that made their entire like music careers being like, I'm fat and I sing about being fat and how being fat's great and how we should all celebrate being fat, etc., etc. And then as soon as Ozempic is released, they're all mysteriously skinny now.
Oh, that is incredible. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. That's okay. So like, look, pretty much, look, you saying that and pointing out how hypocritical it is really makes me want to take a Ozempic.
I think Ozempic's
like,
great.
It does actually seem like a wonder drug, right?
It's a miracle drug. Apparently, it also helps with just addictions in general, like alcohol addiction, drug addiction in general, gambling addiction. It's been shown to have some kind of effect. It feels like just a miracle.
Okay, so it's the greatest thing ever made.
Yeah, it should. I was honestly thinking if there's like no side effects shown in the next 2 years, just put it in the drinking supply.
Yeah, that's actually okay. Holy shit, that's a good idea.
No, I'm not.
So we're just going to chuck it in? No, yeah, it's just fluoride from now on.
Yeah, seriously, like if there is shown to be no bad medical side effects to this, why not? Like think about the money that you're saving the system, the health system for once, saving that on like treating fat people and other people with like severe addictions that ruin their lives. Like it's such a giant release on the medical system.
Yeah, but come on, don't you reckon? Simpsons meme immediately of like Ronald McDonald outside the front of McDonald's. Well, that's the end of me. You know, that's a net benefit in itself, don't you think? The fact that you can go on a 2 a.m. Macca's run, that is a service to society.
Well, I don't think it's going to stop people eating McDonald's. Like from what I understand,
it is.
people who take Ozempic still eat. They just don't eat when there's no reason not to eat.
As much. So what's the point of keeping McDonald's open at 2 a.m. if you don't have any fat cunts in your society?
True. I guess the late night
you didn't think about the long-term
is
effects of
built
this.
off.
See, this is why we need a Senate inquiry into the effects of this. But I honestly think it's worth keeping around the fatties who are taking a bullet for the rest of us by
I didn't
allowing us to
realize
have
that
cheeky nuggies.
the late night economy of our cities and countries are built off the osteoporosis-ridden bones of the morbidly obese.
Well, you should have,
correct.
Jackson.
They're taking the bullet for us.
I think they
in
are.
the form of chicken nuggets.
I think they honestly are.
I'm going to sum this up basically for you, Jordan, to put my opinion out there. I don't care if people are fat. Like, it's whatever. It really doesn't affect me. And I feel yucky looking at Boogie, but honestly, the least interesting thing about Boogie is his weight, to be honest. It's
his vibe, it's his personality.
The things that I find interesting about Boogie or detestable about Boogie are his behavioral traits and how he weaponizes being morbidly obese and how he weaponizes his manipulation tactics and so on. Like, his weight has nothing to do with it ultimately, and it's not why I find him gross. And I don't care about fat people.
That's not why I find him gross.
I don't find fat people gross or anything like that. I do find...
Yeah, but dude, what are you, like a 15-year-old chick in the cool kids clique? Like... It'd be amazing if that was what was keeping Jackson going for 15 years. Ew, look at that double chin.
Some people do. Some people are like that online. It's like, pick a better fight. Like, ultimately, who cares?
I'll tell you this: like a long history that I have of fat shaming. What I do like about it as a tool, a political tool, if you will. I'm telling you right now, people like Drew Pavlou, people like John Barilaro, man,
for Americans,
saying
both
you
fat
are
people.
fat, like nothing triggers them harder than that. Nothing. There's nothing that makes them go like off the rails. So that I think it's useful for that context, just so I can get my own personal bias on this before we continue on. Jackson, on the other hand, just genuinely hates fat people, and you should be ashamed of yourself, huh?
80% of the world is fat at this point. Well, 80% of the Western world is fat at this point.
Let's come on. 80% of America is fat.
Yeah, and Australia.
And Australia's about 70%.
What I was going to say is, I don't care about fat people. What I care about is when fat people try to make the claim that being fat is healthy or it's good for you or anything like that. That's where I start to get.
Oh, is that what Boogie does?
I start to find. I don't know. I don't think he's ever made that claim. But there's definitely like fat acceptance. Fat acceptance claims that fat is beautiful, fat is healthy, so on and so on, and that's where
you draw the line.
That's where I'm a brave soldier. I say no to that. I say Ozempic is healthy. Ozempic is beautiful.
I mean, man, you are taking it to the next level. Direct quote from Jackson. Let's put it in the water supply.
Or going to the gym and eating healthy.
No, there's no need to go to the gym if you got Ozempic, Kira.
It's good for your bones. It's good for your bone densities and your strength and your stability as you get older.
We don't know if Ozempic is good for your bones. It could be as well. It could be even better for your bones than the gym. It could just be a miracle drug.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It could give you
I think that
muscles
you've
for
got
all
an
we know.
opinion that is like uninformed and preemptive there, Kira, that going to the gym is good for you. Study has not come out.
Not enough peer-reviewed data.
All right.
As he put it, 2015 saw a surge in fat shaming and fat hatred online, and he felt compelled to talk about it given his experience with it. It being fat, I suppose. He discussed his experiences in a couple of videos which received millions of views. He also reacted to other viral videos, including Nicole Arbor's viral video, Dear Fat People, and to a video of someone else's weight loss journey, which turned out to be his most viral video in a long time. These videos further solidified Boogie's channel within the YouTube community, not only for his comedic videos, but also increasingly for his honest and candid videos. However, 2015 marked the year when YouTube geared its automated screening systems to begin filtering videos that weren't deemed advertiser-friendly. At this point, YouTube was silently removing ad revenue on creators' videos without their knowledge. It wouldn't be until the following year that YouTube released the yellow $ icon. Oh, the stuff of nightmares, Jordan.
Yeah, no, it really is. I used to not be that scared of it anymore, but ever since I realized that money actually matters, now I'm very scared.
Yeah, at the age of 36, he's finally figured it out that
I
money
figured it out.
actually matters. It is very annoying, especially when it's like you work, I don't know, like a week on a video, you put it out. It's like 2 hours long. It took a full day to render out, and then you upload it. You're finally done. You slap your hands together, a job well done, pat yourself on the back, and then you see that yellow sign and know that you're not making a single cent from that video.
I know.
It's painful. It's very, very painful. And it's always for some fucking dumb, it's always some dumb fucking reason. Oh, the worst one is when there's like a 20-second, like you've shown a 20-second clip and that gets dinged for copyright, and then the entire video is ruined and you have to re-edit and re-upload it and change things around.
Oh, that's, okay, that is actually the stuff of nightmares. That one right there.
Ah, man.
I'd rather just not make any money. Doing really fiddly things on a computer, I think that you've probably got more of a temperament for it, Jackson, but oh, man.
No, it's annoying. We had to do it for the Boogie episode, actually. There was something that went wrong during the rendering process, and I had to go into the YouTube studio and put a blur over the issued area, the areas of the video with issues. And then I hit enter, like I saved the settings, and then it like fucked up and rendered the blur over like an entire portion of the video for like 15 minutes, and you couldn't undo it. So it's just like, great. Now there's a blur over like most of the video for like 15 minutes.
I was wondering why that was there.
I'm
glad to get the backstory of that.
You can't remove it and then re-upload it either, because then all the views are gone, obviously. So it's like, well, that's fucked. Over now.
Next year into me. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway. That's a little behind the scenes stuff there. At this point, YouTube was silently removing ad revenue on creators' videos without their knowledge. The yellow $ icon that creators finally became aware that some of their videos had been demonetized for longer than they had realized. This was aptly coined as the YouTube adpocalypse. I remember it well. Of course, with many Francis videos relying heavily on cursing and destruction for comedic effect, these were naturally a victim of the adpocalypse. Interestingly, even the relatively tame Francis videos with minimal profanity were often being flagged by YouTube's systems as unsuitable for advertisers. Boogie took to Twitter in 2016, disappointedly sharing that a good portion of his videos uploaded prior to 2015, including his mental health related videos discussing suicide, had been demonetized for some time without his knowledge.
See,
Nevertheless,
the thing is, I still stand by the time period that you're talking about. Boogie would have been getting 8 million views and $30 for it, surely. Advertising couldn't have been that much.
No, 2015 was absolutely around the time.
2015. Yeah, okay, all right.
2016 as well. Advertising was kicking in.
Yeah,
like you were able to make a career out of YouTube at that point if you had a modest channel.
That honestly was it, wasn't it? Like that period. All of a sudden you started getting all these flexes like your Rice Gums of the world, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, it really kicked in over the 2018, 2019, 2020, especially during COVID period. Advertising was going nuts then.
Yes.
For the YouTube economy. But yeah, 2015 and 2016 was when it started that upward trend, when big advertisers started realizing that like everyone was watching YouTube. Like everyone was watching YouTube, so it was the place to advertise. Yeah. Nevertheless, 2016 was another good year for Boogie, with Francis videos making up the majority of his viral hits for the year, despite the instability of the ad revenue. Namely, there were multiple videos about Francis playing Pokemon Go, which had just been released to enormous popularity. Did you ever get into a Pokemon Go phase?
No. Didn't
were you ever
into the phase of making fun of it?
Wait, what am I talking about? I was going to ask if you ever went through a Pokemon phase, and then I realized you did like 2 weeks ago.
Maybe? Yeah. I did. That phase lasted about half a week. And then, about 80 episodes of Pokemon in, I was like, you know what? I'm going to say it. This is a pretty repetitive show.
Watching 80 episodes of the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
I'm starting to
Who'd have thought that something aimed at 8-year-olds would have simplistic stories.
Did you ever play the Pokemon games growing up?
Yeah, but the old school ones. I played yellow, I played blue. Red was none of my business.
Okay. Well, I was red, so
Were you?
We're mortal
yeah,
enemies now.
I could have guessed that for sure.
Why?
Any kid that got roll-ups at school, canteen pocket money, they're going to be a Pokemon Red kid.
That's Jackson.
Yep. There you go. That's it.
Why
One of
has
those
he got me
guys
pegged?
that pays someone else to go outside and risk getting some Maccas for him and getting a conduct card. That's Jackson. I bet you did that. I'll give you a small chips if you do it.
I didn't know liking Pokemon Red was such a character trait where you could like pinpoint me down to like those specificities.
Am I wrong?
No.
Kira.
Scary how
There
right
we
you
go.
are.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Pokemon Red kid thing. It's like a
Well, what's a Pokemon Blue thing
Pokemon
then?
Red is a little shithead thing. Dude, Pokemon Blue is for those that grew up on the streets. Pokemon Blue. Don't you think Pokemon Blue represents street smarts. It represents adaptability. It was hard to get a Mew on that shit, man. And then
Wasn't it the same?
no,
Was it
I
harder?
assume it was harder because there was more Pokemon Blues out there, and so the lines would have been longer.
Oh, I see. I see.
And also because dude, you don't understand this, man. Like Pokemon Blue was the people's game. Dude, Pokemon Red is rugby union. That's what it is.
Oh, don't say that.
It just
Don't
shows
say that.
it shows spoiled little fat kid. That's Pokemon Red. And Pokemon Yellow is for essentially just Vietnamese immigrants that were able to like get something bootlegged, I reckon.
Yeah, probably.
Don't you reckon? That was
I feel
like
no one
a
had Pokemon
Asian
Yellow over
immigrant game, and like you were able to get. And when it first came out, it was just like this is a bootleg thing, right? Like this isn't real. But they were just ahead of the game.
Here. Yeah. It was like this is the fake version of the game, basically.
This is the fake version of the game.
Why would I play
Little
that?
did we know.
It was the correct way of playing it.
It was the correct way of playing it. Absolutely. Best of both worlds.
He also had a Screaming Match collaboration with McJuggernuggets and his annual Christmas Rage video, all of which did well for him in terms of views. Thanks to the apocalypse, though, Francis' videos became few and far between after 2016. Boogie later addressed his hesitancy to release any further Francis content, thanks to the changes sparking anxiety over the future of his channel in 2017, and once again in 2018 confirmed that viewers would see a significant reduction in Francis videos. Falling to my knees and screaming in the Walmart parking lot when I found out that news, that there would be less Francis videos. How could this happen?
Dude, Fred was out of the game at this point, right?
Where were you when Francis was killed? Where were you? I remember the day.
Did you like Francis?
No, I'm joking.
No, I know.
Clearly
I know
joking.
there's some level of irony to it, but is it completely ironic?
No, I was never like into that kind of content where it's just like fat man screaming or like those rage videos where that guy shoves a remote up his ass, shit like that. Like when I was like 8 years old, I would have found that funny, obviously. But once you're like,
You had matured. You're
yeah,
a very sophisticated man by that age.
yeah,
With
I
your
was like, huh,
Xbox. Yeah.
back to watching Monty Python. Where
The thinking man's.
the thinking
Simpsons.
man's comedy. Very good.
Yes, very absurd.
Yeah, so he did this because it no longer made financial sense moving forward on the platform to make more Francis videos. Fans would have to wait longer periods for Francis videos, and they were often far cries from his previous videos. Well, I get that. I get why he would be like, all right, well, I'm not making money from these Francis videos anymore. Like YouTube's demonetizing them, so I'm just going to stop making them. But that's his entire brand, like 80% of his brand. I think it's an incredibly stupid thing to do that. Even if you make no money from it, they don't take much effort to do. It's like a 2-minute video usually of him raging at him, flipping over a table or smashing down some Mountain Dew and stuff. And if that builds his brand, then it doesn't matter if you're not making money on it. Because
Yeah, no,
you're
that's what I
gaining
always thought about
relevancy.
that stuff. Exactly. Yeah. No, I
And-
fully agree with that mentality.
And relevancy can be
people want it,
traded
give
for
it to 'em.
material goods in the future. To some degree.
Yes. Yes. So really you're
I mean-
saying that the reason the Boogie is a downfall now is because he stopped putting out Francis.
Well,
Honestly,
yes,
there's probably some truth to that.
Honestly, yes. He stopped doing Francis as much, and he also pivoted into what would get him into the most trouble, which is actually just him talking to the camera, trying to portray himself as a good guy. And then eventually lies started leaking through the cracks, and people started, becoming aware of the fact that Boogie wasn't exactly who he said he was.
Yeah, and also, man, you know what else? Talk about brand recovery. If you were who Boogie is, but you were doing Francis, don't you think that it would trick people's minds psychologically and they'd just be like, but that's Francis?
Oh yeah, you saw that
Don't
all
you
the
think?
time. Like people commenting on his videos where he was just talking to the camera basically as the good guy, the Mr. Rogers of the YouTube, but fat. Like
Fat
the comment being
Rogers,
like,
yeah.
what the fuck? This guy usually is raging out and stuff. What is happening? And stuff like that. Like they believed that he was actually Francis.
Yeah, no,
So
I
then it would've
really
been a
like. Yeah,
mindfuck.
it's quite disturbing how stupid most people are. But yes, that would definitely work as a trick. But that's Francis. Yeah. I mean, that was a comment that I had for years. Still do to this day. Where's Yilmaz? Where is he? Like, it's honestly like one of those Mr. Rogers things. If you just get out like a bunny as a sock puppet and you're like, here it is, here's lamb chop. Like, I don't think that ever goes away in people's minds.
No.
Like the sock puppet thing.
But I still think it's stupid of him to not realize that, like, again, it takes very little effort to do these Francis videos, and they are
I know.
growing your relevancy. They are your brand.
And it's like a
really.
one-take wonder thing, right?
Yeah, so just because you're not making like $200 worth of AdSense on that video doesn't matter because you're still growing overall in terms of relevancy,
Yeah.
which is more important, honestly.
Yeah.
Similar to 2014 through to 2016, 2016 wasn't without some controversy regarding his video topics of choice. In May, he uploaded a video stating that he was done with commenting on YouTuber drama. Thank God he finished that in 2016, and we haven't heard of him talking about YouTuber drama in the last 10 years. Yeah. This was in response to negative feedback from his friends and fans regarding the direction of his channel's content, which was increasingly focusing on YouTuber drama that he had no part in. Boogie openly admitted that this was being done purely for attention and easy clicks, and although he said he would steer away from it in the future, well, this was proven to be untrue over time. In June of 2016, Boogie also experienced one of the worst nightmares for a YouTuber when he awoke one morning to discover that his YouTube account had been hacked and taken down.
No, this sucks.
Bizarrely, the hacker simply called Boogie's internet provider and got access to his phone number without any authentication, that then gave the hacker access to his Gmail account and consequently his YouTube account. Fortuitously, Boogie was attending VidCon at the time and was surrounded by other YouTubers, as well as YouTube and Google employees who were able to immediately and personally help him retrieve his account and get the channel back up with minimal downtime, for which he was incredibly grateful. Once again, this hack reaffirmed that Boogie was still held in high esteem by the YouTube community, but not without his share of ill will wished upon him by haters. And of course, the situation also warranted another Francis Rage video, this time inspired by a real-life hack rather than the fictitious World of Warcraft video so many years prior that had built his career. To cap off the year, Boogie also won the Trending Gamer Award at the Game Awards at the end of the year, the same category that he presented just 2 years beforehand. 2016 was probably the last truly strong year for Boogie though, as yet more controversies awaited just around the corner. Isn't it amazing how much of the world changed during 2016? I know this is like...
Yeah, it did.
I know this is not really... It's like talking about Boogie's career failing around the same time is not really in the same scale of the other stuff that changed
Kind of
during
is,
2016. But it is such a capstone
It's absolutely
moment.
a watermark, though, isn't it? It's like it is a symptom. It is a symptom.
Everything changed in 2016.
Everything changed.
One of those timeline diverging moments where you could trace everything that's happened, everything that happens, or everything that everyone complains about now. You can trace it back to 2016, basically.
You can totally. I suppose it was the moment where like it all tipped over. You know what? It's probably because of all that adpocalypse stuff. Honestly, that was just the moment when corporations realized this is the future.
Speaking of adpocalypse, let's hear from our very own ads.
Adpocalypse.
ZocDoc is a fantastic free app that lets you get connected with doctors when you need them the most. You don't have to get on the phone to a receptionist and spend 30 minutes on hold to make your bookings with doctors. No, ZocDoc makes it as easy as possible so that you're booking doctors in just a few taps of your fingers. Like I said, ZocDoc is a free app and website that helps you find and book high quality in-network doctors so you can find someone that you'll love and who will help you the most. We're talking about booking in-network appointments with more than 150,000 providers across all 50 states in America. And they've got you covered if you're looking for a dermatologist, dentist, your primary care physician, eye care, feet care, back care, anything that is even remotely health related. ZocDoc has you covered there, and you'll be able to filter in the app to find the specialists that within your insurance coverage, within walking distance basically of wherever you live probably. You're able to filter by patient ratings basically, so that you've got verified patient reviews for the doctors that you're looking at, so you can make the most informed decision about who will be looking after you. So not only is it a great way of making the bookings in the first place, it's also a great way of curating and finding them as well, which is why I recommend ZocDoc to everyone who has the ability to use ZocDoc, because it's just the most useful way of making bookings with doctors or specialists that you could possibly find, and it's free. And I can't stress how easy it is. You find the doctor or the specialist that you're looking for, and then it's a few button clicks and you've booked them. You don't have to make an annoying phone call or anything like that. And the appointments that are made through ZocDoc typically happen very fast, within 24 to 72 hours of you making the booking. You can even score same-day appointments if you really need to. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/redthread to find and instantly book a doctor you love today. That's ZocDoc.com/redthread, ZocDoc.com/redthread. And thank you, ZocDoc, for sponsoring this message. I think Jordan wants to say something now.
Cold days, big goals, no time to cook. Factor makes healthy eating easy with fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs. So eat well without the planning or cooking. Ooh, what goes into your favourite Factor meal, you might be asking? Well, I'll tell you. Quality, functional ingredients, including lean proteins, colourful veggies, whole food ingredients, and healthy fats. That's right. That means that there's no refined sugars, no artificial sweeteners, or refined seed oils. Yuck! I hate refined seed oils. It's meals that fit in your goal schedule. I'm talking healthier eating, calorie management, more protein. It's got it all. It's 100 rotating weekly meals. Keep things fresh and delicious throughout your winter. I love stuff like Factor, I'm telling you now, because here's a factor. I have to spend my entire life listening to podcasts about Boogie, okay? And I have to produce them. I sit on my ass. Where am I finding the time to cook? If you're like me and just can't find the time, and come on, it's just so easy and convenient, head to factormeals.com/redthread50 off and use the code redthread50 off to get 50% off and a free breakfast for a year. Eat like a pro this month with Factor. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. One free breakfast item per box for 1 year while subscription is active.
Wow, those ads were great. They weren't at all like the adpocalypse. We love those ads. Thanks, ads. Moving on to 2017. Moving into 2017, things started to take another turn for Boogie. His health was once again at the forefront, with his weight loss journey and struggles being one of the key topics he discussed frequently. He announced that he was taking a weight loss drug, not Ozempic, this was 2017, to help him lose enough weight to undergo a gastric bypass.
Jesus, imagine being too fat for a gastric bypass.
Yeah, you need to take a weight loss drug first to shed off the pounds.
Nuts.
And then also, again, I don't understand why any doctor confirmed this operation, knowing like he had to take a weight loss drug in the first place, which means that he absolutely has not changed the underlying issue, which is his behavior with food. So the gastric bypass is going to be a failure long term.
Yep.
So it's kind of ridiculous that like health professionals allowed this. For those unfamiliar, this is a procedure, the gastric bypass, which essentially makes your stomach much smaller, reducing your ability to eat as much, thus helping people suffering from obesity and other health conditions to lose weight and improve their health. In the early months of the year, Boogie was still too heavy for his doctor to be willing to operate, but eventually he was able to get confirmation that he could have the surgery in mid-July. I want to say, I don't remember this because, again, I find like the Boogie weight stuff is like the least interesting element of Boogie. So I never really paid much attention to it. beyond him constantly doing what he does and like monetizing his weight loss journey, where he's like, I'm going to eat healthy now from now on. I'm going to lose pounds. I'm going to keep you updated. And that lasts like 3 days. And he does that about 100 times a year.
Jesus, dude, you got to feel so far out. I mean, again, it doesn't seem like humiliation phases this man, but that kind of thought of making a promise publicly and then backing on it.
Yeah. In June of that year, not long before Boogie's procedure, he managed to hit the milestone of 4 million subscribers, which he celebrated with a short video once again thanking his fans. However, this was also the month where Boogie would once again find himself facing backlash from fans. In late June, Boogie was invited to attend VidCon and speak on some panels, one of which was about cyberbullying, which Boogie is the biggest victim of. Boogie had spoken on the issue on panels before, but he was feeling particularly anxious about this appearance as one of the fellow panelists he'd been sitting next to was none other than Anita Sarkeesian, the spearhead of the Gamergate movement a few years prior. You remember Boogie's history with Gamergate from the last episode, Jordan?
Well, I mean, it's not a really involved one, is it? It was just like, don't put us all in the same category. Gamers are a diverse community.
But then he would be like, I'm not talking about Gamergate anymore. And then 2 days later, he's talking about Gamergate in another video, that kind of stuff. So, and he started that whole spat on the side of the gamers. So in contrast to Anita Sarkeesian. So he entered the Gamergate arena in on the opposite side, let's say, of Anita Sarkeesian. So now he's sitting next to that person at this
in cyberbullying
conference.
Well, I suppose it's kind of true in the sense that there was no winners in Gamergate, was there?
True. Many casualties on both sides.
Many casualties, many victims.
Although Boogie had taken a moderate stance during the drama at the time, he was anxious that they would clash over the different ideas or that he would upset her in some way. He even ran his points past the panel moderator and numerous other people to ensure his points wouldn't cause offense. Although the panel largely went by uneventfully, some issues did arise. Around halfway through the panel, Anita made a point about wanting the audience to walk away from the panel, quote, angry and pissed, end quote, in order to fight against cyberbullying. Boogie, however, countered just 2 minutes later by stating that he would rather people focus on positivity, which received a far better audience reaction. The panel ended with some closing statements in which Boogie detailed his own life-threatening experiences and said that this was more of a human rights issue than one of identity politics. After they left the stage, Anita was reportedly incredibly frustrated at Boogie and snapped at him for taking up a large chunk of the time for closing statements with little time for her to respond, despite the fact that Anita made no attempt to retort his closing statement in the moment, and 2 other panelists had enough time to briefly weigh in after Boogie. Boogie told his side of the story once he got home, but this only made things worse for him. He acknowledged that Anita had a stressful time at VidCon up until this point, with some heated exchanges from some of her critics during a previous panel. He also explained that she and Boogie sat down after their panel to discuss their sides, but around half of his fans who watched the video felt that he was once again not standing up to someone who was evidently hostile, ironically, at a panel discussing bullying. So he got bullied by her on a panel about cyberbullying. And then he released a video after that being like, don't worry, guys. I sat down with her and we sorted it out afterwards. So he felt sad about that as well, of course.
Fence sitting about being cyberbullied.
To appear as the good guy, basically. The forgiving, strong, kind, gentle giant. The video got one of the worst dislike ratios of any video he had uploaded to date, which prompted him to make a follow-up video the day after, apologizing and explaining himself.
Out.
Again, how pathetic.
Boogie. That is quite pathetic. You've got to.
Oh, I'm sorry,
but
guys.
I'm also just astonished that got the biggest dislike ratio.
Well, remember, it was based around Gamergate and stuff, and most of his audience is gamers, so they all hate Anita Sarkeesian. That they all want him to stick it to her, and instead he's like, it's okay, guys. It's okay. I'm okay.
Yeah, okay.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, again, it's the changing tides of the internet. This was all new territory. I do feel
it's also disingenuous because you know that what he's saying when he comes out and says, "Don't send Anita hate. It's okay. We had a disagreement, but everyone has disagreements, etc., etc." You know that's not his genuine reaction to these events. You know he's sitting there seething and angry, and he's also like he's disingenuously kind of framing her as the villain of the story as well, but doing so under the guise of being like, I'm actually a good guy. I would never stoop to her level, guys. I would never, be mean or stuff. Meanwhile, he's still framing her in a negative way.
This is why I need you here, Jackson, honestly, because the psychological guise that Boogie creates for himself, I really feel like you are my Nepalese Sherpa taking me up Mount Everest. You show me all the pitfalls in it.
There's a lot of pitfalls when it comes to Boogie. You got to be very careful. One wrong step. The video got one of the worst dislike ratios of any video he had uploaded to date, which prompted him to make a follow-up video the day after apologizing and explaining himself again. Boogie argued that he had been experiencing high levels of anxiety due to not wanting to upset anyone, particularly Anita, due to her strongest critics being the same people who cause him so much stress and harassment during Gamergate. Once again, though, the video didn't go over well, only further showing that Boogie as conflict avoidant and people pleasing. But again, like if you're that weak and susceptible to peer pressure, let's call it, and you get like very sensitive over people yelling at you and being angry at you for your opinions, just don't put your opinions out there. Don't fucking wade into this stinky pool of internet commentary if you're not made for it.
I give him a defense for this. I give him a defense for this. This is, yes, that's definitely true. But I do remember 2016 being a particularly vicious time online. I do remember it being very tense and hate-filled all of a sudden. And like what we were discussing with the original video, the internet pre-2016 was such a happier, more innocent place. And this is where he grew up. And all of a sudden, the earth shifts beneath you. I think,
but everyone could tell. Everyone could tell what kind of environment 2016 was pretty quickly, and like you could see how hostile the entire internet had become towards one another. And at that point, you just stop. Either you stop putting your opinion out there, stop wading into it, because no matter what you say, there's going to be a large contingency of people that are going to be upset by what you say.
Yeah.
Or you just accept that fact and own it and just fucking actually have opinions that you stick by. But he doesn't. He does the worst of both. He's too weak to have an opinion. And then whatever opinion he does eventually have, it's never the actual opinion that he actually holds. Then he backtracks and makes it way worse for himself.
Totally.
And this is constant. It's been that way for over 10 years. It's just constant. As soon as there's any pushback on his opinion, suddenly he has the opposite opinion, or suddenly he takes a more, fence-sitting stance.
Still?
It's just what's the point? Well, not now.
That really hasn't changed.
Now, well, kind of. We'll get into it eventually in part 3.
Yeah. To be continued. Yeah.
Successful gastric bypass and divorce. Quite a potent combination of words. Shortly after this backlash, Boogie was ready for his gastric bypass surgery, posting a video 2 weeks before entitled, quote, "My last ever Mountain Dew," end quote.
Why the Mountain Dew?
So funny. Dude, that should be in a Hall of Fame of titles.
Also, very quickly untrue. He was seen drinking Mountain Dew that same year. He explained about the process leading up to the surgery and the lasting impacts it would have. He also took the time to shout out his wife Des for being so supportive and going through the liquid diet with him for 2 weeks leading up to the surgery, expressing immense gratitude to her. Although his surgery got delayed slightly, it was an eventual success, with him announcing he was back home in early August. The rest of the year went by relatively smoothly for Boogie's channel, with a large portion of his videos being about his recovery journey from his gastric bypass and gaming news roundups. But misfortune was once again going to rear its ugly head yet again. In December of 2017, Boogie uploaded a video announcing that he and his wife Des were getting divorced after 7 years of marriage, which he had been privately decided a few months before. It appeared that Boogie's surgery and improving health was the impetus for their split.
Yeah, okay, so she does have a fat fetish, much like Kira. There you go.
No,
she does.
Kira, you want to push back on that?
Oh,
she can't. Facts speak for themselves.
How could I?
Yeah, how can you? Exactly.
It's just so much to love.
See, this is a whole ruse. It was all just talking about Boogie. That was the honey trap. This whole video should just be called Exposing Kira.
Yeah. It wasn't me. It wasn't me begging her to be a part of this.
No, it was a ruse.
It's also why I hate Boogie so much. She's stealing my woman.
Yeah, exactly. Because of Jackson's deep body dysmorphia, he can't get to those same levels of fat.
I don't think she had a fat fetish. I think she herself was somewhat chubby, but not definitely not fat to the level of Boogie.
Mm.
But I think it was more so. You see this a lot in whenever people that undergo those kinds of treatments or whatever, eventually the carer ends up leaving them because they feel like, again, it's not a relationship at that point. You've basically become a live-in maid for someone. And I think that's what she probably, now that Boogie's able to kind of do things for himself, she feels like it's her way of leaving. Now she doesn't have to stay. Like she probably felt like she had to stay for a long time because without her, Boogie's
and
life,
Boogie, king of getting you to feel sorry for him.
Exactly, yeah. And imagine living with this guy, this fence-sitting fucking person who's just manipulative.
If you leave me, that's fine.
I
mean, I'll kill myself, but as long as you're happy. Yeah.
I can guarantee you he says shit like that for sure.
For sure he said that, for sure.
So, of course, I think it's fairly obvious why she left pretty quickly after the surgery was complete. Like that was her way out.
Yeah. Far out. It's so good. Inside the Mind of Boogie with Jackson Clarke.
Now sitting at close to 4 million views, this personal update received broad support from his fans.
Oh, no. Okay, that's a bit far.
As someone who's more than willing to aerate personal matters with his audience, it came without surprise that these viewers had suspected Boogie's marriage was strained well before he announced their divorce. One Redditor commented on the drama, recounting a now deleted live stream, where Des had texted Boogie in frustration midstream for disclosing their relationship problems live to his audience. This is a quote from that Reddit user. A few months ago, he was streaming on Twitch and received a text from his wife. He ended the stream for a couple hours, came back and started crying and talking about his wife leaving him due to the stress of the weight loss surgery. Later, they talked and he realized he overreacted and she just wanted to take a break from the marriage and go stay with her family for a while. He deleted the stream and everything went back to normal until earlier this week. He did a Twitch stream and was talking about having personal issues he couldn't discuss. So wait, I'm interjecting here. Why the fuck would you bring it up then if you can't discuss it? Like that's obviously, like everyone who's following you can tell, especially given the context of previously ranting about, relationship issues and your wife leaving to take a break. Like surely you know that, talking on the Twitch stream being like, guys, I'm so sad today. I'm having so many issues, but I can't talk about the issues, guys. Like everyone's going to know what that's about then.
He wants to talk about it and he wants sympathy.
And he's doing it in that Weasley way where he's like, well, I'm being a good guy. I'm abiding by my wife's wishes that I shouldn't talk about this, but I'm still going to make hints to it so you guys feel sympathy towards me. It's so gross. I fucking hate him.
Well, it seems like maybe that is his fucking motivation in life, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? He's using this for sympathy. That's like his main
standard
instrument.
Yeah.
But also he's throwing his fucking wife under the bus, of course. He's like, oh, she's being so unreasonable. I can't discuss this, guys. I'm going to continue the quote from the Reddit user. Quote, people in the chat kept pressing the issue, so he started talking about it. Okay, so he gave up immediately and said his wife was planning on staying with her family for another week, coming home and going back indefinitely. She got pissed that he was talking about it publicly and sent him an angry text during his stream, and he was talking about having a nervous breakdown. Again, the victim. Now he posted a statement about the whole thing on his subreddit and said he was going to stop talking about the whole situation until him and his wife have decided what to do. So again, he even goes on Reddit and starts talking about it there. Fucking moron. Prior to the official video announcement, Boogie, I'm sure maybe his marriage would have been salvageable at that point, but if I was the wife and I was sitting there and this fucking loser's airing out our dirty laundry on live streams and then I message him and be like, yo, shut the fuck up. I don't want, your stupid audience coming after me and harassing me about our issues because you're painting me as the bad guy when I just want to take a break from your manipulations. And then and then you send that text and then he immediately goes on the Reddit and he's like, it makes a giant post there that's permanent, that's still there.
It's still there.
That talks about it. Prior to the official video announcement, Boogie provided a statement on his subreddit that he'd keep his mouth shut until things were finalized. That's not keeping your mouth shut. Conflicted, his fans offered emotional support sandwiched with some serious pleas for reflection. We have another Reddit user here who says, quote, and this is 8 years ago, by the way, and just think about how emblematic this is of Boogie's personality in the future.
Yes. All right.
Quote, Boogie, why does it seem like every time your wife hints at leaving, you break down on Twitch to emotionally manipulate her into staying, intentionally or not? I think it's sad. If I'm reading this right, that you have turned into the person who got you into the situation you are/were in. The abused becomes the abuser. Now, you may think I'm a troll. He always paints people like this as trolls, by the way.
You're trolling me.
Yeah, they're not. Now, you may think I'm a troll, but I really do like you, Boogs, because when it's the real Boogie speaking, I enjoy listening to you. You're a kind and loving person. I hope you can one day beat the demons others have left. So giving him the benefit of the doubt, but even the people giving him the benefit of the doubt can blatantly see the manipulation tactics that Boogie is employing in
that's an interesting dynamic, isn't it?
Manipulating his wife into staying by airing all of this stuff out. Yeah,
I suppose because it's another Francis character, isn't it? He's actually quite a good actor. But yeah, go
on. Boogie's wife has never really commented on the divorce or anything like that. Ex-wife, sorry. Never really commented.
Did Boogie's wife have any sort of a public profile other than Boogie's wife? Or like did she try and set up a channel or no?
No, she was involved in his content creation. Like she's basically the one that scripted and wrote all of the Francis videos, because you could tell after the fact, after she left, the video quality went down massively.
Okay.
Yeah. So she was like in the skits as well as as Francis's sister. So she was involved in his content production, but beyond that, she wasn't like her own figure. No. Boogie closed out 2017 with a respectable yet stagnating subscriber count. Despite hitting the 4 million milestone in June of that year, his subscription trend stagnated for some time, only reaching an all-time high of 4.5 million subscribers a couple years later. Look, that sounds like a failure, but 4.5 million subscribers, having that as a base, you have a very lucrative opportunity with 4.5 million subscribers as your
even in today's
base.
Look, Jackson, you're going to have to educate a man that has been a professional YouTuber for his entire adult life, basically. But is having a subscriber base in this day and age meaningful?
I mean, of course, it's meaningful. It's just not as meaningful as it once was. But I mean, I'm talking about like channels with what we have: 300,000 subscribers, 500,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers, and so on. Once you start getting to the 10 million subscriber points, you've still got a very strong base. The issue is that YouTube specifically, it matters less. You subscriber count. What matters most is watch time, as well as just general engagement. That's what pushes the algorithm to keep suggesting your videos. So if your videos have strong watch time, as well as just general engagement, then that'll do more.
Now.
Like you see way. Well, it just matters more in terms of your growth as well, because it doesn't really count. Like if you put out a video that's got bad watch time, but you've got 10 million subscribers or 5 million subscribers, YouTube's not going to push that as much as if the video itself just had a really strong watch time.
Yes. Okay.
So
yeah. I mean, it does actually make a lot more sense. Like, honestly, people used to complain so much about the subscriber stuff, and I get it. But look, from a business perspective, watch time makes so much more sense.
Well, yeah. And that's why you see a lot of channels with like 80K subscribers, but the videos have like millions of views because YouTube's pushing those videos more because the watch time percentage is so strong compared to others in their niches, which is good, obviously, because like that'll grow your subscribers naturally if you keep putting out videos like that. So subscribers is still an indicator of like you've done good at some point in time during the algorithm. But like you see here, Boogie's got 4.5 million subscribers, but that matters very little when his videos are getting like 5K a video, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like obviously the subscriber count isn't helping him there.
No, it is not.
Because there are 4.5 million dead subscribers from 10 years ago. Inactive accounts, I mean.
Dead subscribers. That's
what I mean. Like subscribers just doesn't matter that much. Anyway. His increasing focus on online drama and oversharing his personal issues was alienating many former fans. Boogie's YouTube trajectory was beginning to apex, and a poorly handled podcast appearance was about to rattle his already shaking public image even more. Rolling into the new year, 2018 would begin with some fairly deflating and uninspiring content, with Boogie's divorce with Des being finalized in February. He shared with his fans that despite having a few teary moments, he was pleased to know that they were both on amicable terms. His usual. I've heard people say that he made Des sign an NDA so that she wouldn't talk about their relationship after the fact. I haven't seen any confirmation on that though, but it wouldn't surprise me, especially considering she hasn't been public about anything. So not sure.
Okay,
maybe there's something there, but I think he's pushed back on the. I think he's pushed back on the NDA. Claim, but again, it's Boogie, so you can't take his word.
God, it's really weird, isn't it? It's kind of just like if the boy who cried wolf had a streaming channel.
Yeah, just like everything is a lie. His usual gaming and culture videos stayed mostly on track, with the occasional health update, with one stating that he had lost a whopping 175 pounds since his gastric bypass surgery. However, in June of 2018, Boogie experienced yet another taste. Yeah, Kira, you looking that up? How many kilograms is that?
It's 79.
79 kilograms. He lost a whole me.
Yes, 79.37.
It's like if I had been attached to his back his entire life and then I finally went on my own way.
You basically have.
That's
spiritually, that's what you've done to him.
True, yeah, I've latched onto him.
Yeah, you have latched onto him. You are his daemon.
You call me a gay man?
I mean, kind of, in a way. Yeah, both of those things, really.
However, in June of 2018, Boogie experienced yet another taste of mass internet backlash, this time for some poorly chosen words. During his second appearance on the popular H3 podcast, Boogie made some comments pertaining to LGBT rights that rustled some feathers, to say the least. Right off the back of asserting that anyone who weighs more than 300 pounds overweight was almost certainly molested as a child, and onto the allegations that he posed himself that he was sexually abused, despite him pinning his obesity on other reasons. Boogie then proposed that the same-sex marriage movement should move at a slower, more methodical pace across another decade to avoid violent backlash.
God, it's really strange thinking about how these people, it's because they spend so much time gaming, right? So they see everything as being post-apocalyptic. Is that what it is?
I think it's
like,
more
why is he
so
saying that?
He thinks he's an intellectual and a very
exactly.
smart
That's
man.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just such a neckbeardy way of looking at the world.
He's had a lot of people like following him for 10 years at this point, gassing him up in his comments, being like, "You're such a nice guy, Boogie." And so he's high on his own fumes, and whatever thought pops into his head, he believes is profound.
I know, but it's like such a way that like fat nerds portray themselves as being intelligent. Don't you think?
So he proposes that, well, all right, being gay is good. I'm pro-gay or whatever, but you got the gay crowd needs to quiet down a bit and just be more methodical and slow about it, so that there's no violent uprising against them. So it's one of those kind of claims, and he makes a lot of these like really weird claims or arguments. Here, let's listen to it. Actually, we got the video here.
Okay, all right.
Let's see if you agree with his
not right. It's so, and maybe not even that. It's so combative. It's the opposite of what I do.
It's not really breaking through. Right. It's more like divisive.
I've always believed in boiling the frog. Right.
Two great.
I've always believed, hey, we should have same-sex marriage. I love same-sex marriage. Let's do it. But the problem is, we try to get it done right now. There's going to be a huge backlash. Okay. So let's try to do it in 20 years, in 10 years.
Well, that's not going to be helpful to people that want to get gay married right now, Boogie. You fucking idiot.
And let's see if we can avoid the backlash, right? Let's just like slowly, methodically change minds. I've always been a big fan of slowly, methodically changing minds.
What are the steps? Isn't it just one step? Like allowing same-sex. What is he?
Well, he's making the claim that he wants people to be slower about convincing people, like more so getting gay acceptance to a high enough level where you can then just easily push through gay marriage. But it's 2016. Gay acceptance is pretty much like already like 90% of people
like
accept
85. Yeah, something like
at
that.
Least I don't know about America actually, but it's still like
it would have
high
been
enough.
Yeah, a majority.
Yeah, so making this claim then, being like, oh, you guys can wait another 20 years.
Guys,
It's no
it's gonna
point.
bring blood on the streets. Yeah, no.
It's going to bring down society, guys.
That's because I don't like it when gay people get killed. I don't like it when somebody gets murdered for being gay. So let's not rile up the fucking crazies, okay?
Well, the people that are going to get killed for being gay are still getting killed for being gay, regardless of whether or not you do that. Like, there's going to be insane people that kill people for being gay for sure. Like that. I don't know how much it happens in America, but like for sure it would have happened. But changing your tactic to then delaying gay marriage for 20 years isn't going to change that ultimately. Like it's at such a minuscule level at this point in time that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're so right. Like, no, really what he's trying to do, as is always his strategy here, is to try and please everybody. And again, like,
but who's he
that's such
pleasing
an
that? Who
indicative
does he
moment.
think he's pleasing? Like the people that hate gay people?
I don't know. I guess it's just because, like, man, everything online in 2016 just started to become these kinds of discussions.
He's just
It was
trying.
always just like these
This is
trigger
exactly what
points.
it is. He's
Huh?
just trying to look like a again, like an intellectual, someone who's a moderate that's able to like calm all sides, basically, like a Gandhi figure for some reason.
Yeah, I know. He really likes that image of himself, doesn't he?
Like the Mr. Rogers of the internet.
Let's just go slow and easy. Her methodology is to rile up the crazies, get right in the face,
Right.
put a finger in their face and say, I don't like fucking what you're fucking saying. And that's fine.
See,
but I
even then, someone who's got an opposite opinion, exactly the opposite, he's still like he's put out the opposite argument of whatever the person he's talking about right now, where he's like, well, actually, I think what she's doing is wrong. I think we should slowly boil the frog, basically, and build up to gay marriage over 20 years. And what she wants to do is she wants to be more aggressive about it and be like, gay marriage now and stuff. And then he's like, well, but that's okay. She's all right. She's entitled to her opinion of as well, of course.
He does it all the time.
He
Man,
does it.
ever since you pointed out his tactics, it's like he's got like probably 5 or 6 bags, like tricks that he usually just chucks out.
Yeah, it's just repeating.
Repeating it.
I think after talking to her for an hour, she, on some level, definitely wants what's best and doesn't understand that her methodology is very poor.
What?
Okay. Gay marriage now is
Such
a
a
bad
good
methodology. Very smart man.
Genius.
All right. So I want to hear this other video where he claims that everyone who weighs over 300 pounds is sexually molested.
If somebody eats like 50 pounds overweight, they're lazy and they like food. You get to 100
Right.
pounds overweight, you're really lazy and you really like food.
Right.
You get to 200-300 pounds overweight, something's
else.
fucking wrong. You
Something.
might have an injury, maybe, or maybe you're eating to die.
Yeah.
And you get to 300, 400, 500 pounds overweight. That's somebody who's been molested.
No wiggle room.
What?
I'm gonna test that theory. I'm gonna pack on a few pounds, get to 300 to see if I've been molested.
Oh, suppressed memories, Jackson.
Yeah, it'll unlock memories for me. I'm like, oh god, I was. I remember
I
everything.
have to be. I'm this fat.
Yeah. Boogie said so.
Boogie said so. It's also great because it just comes out of nowhere of like this man that is just always like, I'm having the measured opinion, you know? He's
Yeah,
methodology.
here's one opinion that he will stick to. Everyone over 300 pounds has been molested.
Has been molested. Said with such certainty.
Boogie, a long-time self-proclaimed ally to the LGBT community, was once again taking a fence-sitting approach to the hot-button issue of same-sex marriage rather than standing up for what he believed in when push came to shove. The brief comments were in part of a larger discussion about the Anita Sarkeesian ordeal at VidCon and Boogie's criticism of aggressively combative rhetoric to fight social injustices. However, Boogie's off-the-cuff attempt to draw a parallel between the two issues, so that's who he was referring to when he said her approach, I guess, is Anita Sarkeesian again. His off-the-cuff attempt to draw a parallel between the two issues left many fans and viewers angered over the insensitivity and tone deafness of his remarks. We have a comment here from someone 7 years ago, 460 upvotes, updudes. I want to see what Reddit this is in. It's in a main subreddit. It's just in r/out of the loop. I saw this tweet to him, but after scrolling through his timeline, I still don't quite get why people are angry at him. Let me see what the tweet says. Doesn't exist anymore. Cool. Love the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the comments on the Reddit post read, quote, Honestly, he's shitty. I'm just being a super reasonable centrist. Political opinions are what made me draw the line and unsubscribe from his channel. Putting that aside, though, the channel has been horrible for a while now. It's pretty much turned into an outlet for him to remind himself about how everything that's wrong with his life is because of his depression and anxiety. And another comment reads, quote, "Same man, I unsubbed a couple of months ago whilst in the middle of a video. I realized I was just getting frustrated listening to him try to appease everyone and be the nice guy." Minutes later in the podcast, Boogie doubled down on the damage by suggesting that radical leftist ideology inadvertently caused the death of a protester in Charlottesville earlier that year, which many listeners felt was a clear case of victim blaming in order to get his point across. Let's hear that.
Because that's how our country works, right? Agreeing to disagree, kindly and sweetly, and then battling into the
Kindly and sweetly agree to disagree with the guys that you claim want to kill gay people if you try to push gay marriage. That is an incredible Boogieism right there.
So good. You know what? This is great. I really, thank you for going through this podcast.
Agree to disagree with the people I'm directly
It's
talking
really
about
funny
wanting to
just
kill
getting, like,
gay
the
people.
the Boogie classics and just compiling them next to each other. Especially because of that, like his real neckbeard wizard wisdom
I mean, he
kind of
looks-
way of expressing things.
He looks like a Redditor.
Doesn't he? Doesn't he?
courts, battling into the polls. That's fine. So we're supposed to do it. Not in the fucking streets. The way you are doing it, people are getting fucking killed in Charlottesville. What do you
So, so he's claiming that the people arguing or demanding equal rights, let's call it like gay marriage, are arguing for that. They're the one. He's directly saying they're the ones to blame when riots happen in the streets and people are killed in those riots and stuff. The death of the protesters in Charlottesville, for example. So he's blaming the people he says he's on the side of for them being killed in the streets because they're arguing their point. That's
What is
so
going on? What do you reckon he's trying to do there?
He's just trying to
What
look
do you think
smart.
he's doing?
He's just trying to look smart and wise.
So he's just trying to, like, okay, so it is a man that is not well versed, especially in this internet age, doesn't really understand the internet mood anymore, understands that you need to have some sort of like fresh opinion, and this is what we're getting. It's him
It's like,
struggling to say something unique. Huh?
No, it's just like he's an enlightened centrist, basically. Like he has to always take the measured approach, the reasonable approach. We can all just talk and get along, guys. That's what life's all about. Disagreements and stuff. It's
Yeah,
it's
the
normal.
marketplace of ideas. Yeah.
But please don't disagree with me. It makes me sad.
If you did, I'll consider suicide again. Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking doing? What are
Right.
you fucking doing?
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's, so I thought my career was over after the Les VidCon. I thought I was just done.
And it's more fucking pity stuff, which many listeners felt was a clear case of victim blaming in order to get his point across. Yet again, his loyal fans were left disappointed with how someone so eager to publicly align themselves with LGBT rights in the past could so easily revert to fence sitting in an attempt to remain likable to all sides. More disaster would strike Boogie from the fallout of his H3 podcast episode, which might go down in history as being the most self-damaging podcast interview of all time.
Really?
It seems like it. A lot of stuff stemmed from this. Prior to the same-sex
Damn,
marriage
dude.
comments, Boogie candidly discussed his sex life with a new woman since his divorce. Okay, we're just going to listen to this. I'm not going to spoil it.
Okay.
Kira, get ready to
I'm excited.
fucking get ready to cringe.
Like when I was, when I was with someone smaller, like 550, 500, then missionary works, but that's pretty much about it. And now, I was with a girl, I was on top for the first time with a girl recently.
Wow.
I was like, this is awesome. We're still having to do like edge of bed stuff. And I swear to God,
You got claps.
she had to be like the open-mindedest girl in the world because I literally had to like lift shit up and put it on her fucking chest.
Wow.
I'm like, I'm sorry, dear, but you're into it, so thank you.
What?
But
So you had sex recently?
Wait. What did he
You had
say there?
sex recently.
He had to lift stuff up and put it on her? What does that mean?
I don't know. I was trying to figure that out. What is he
Like,
saying?
is his belly maybe sagging over? So
What? Can you,
Yeah.
I
Explain it
didn't hear
further. Yeah.
can you say it into the microphone?
know. Like,
Yeah, what
his
is it?
Belly
His belly.
lifting it up. You know how it's set.
Oh, like an
yeah,
apron,
because
his
missionary.
meat
Yeah,
apron. Yeah.
He's got to lift it up so it doesn't suffocate her, I guess.
Yes.
Maybe
okay.
I don't know. That's
So
just
he's-
where my.
So
I
he's
don't
like,
know.
he's hanging it over her like a sunshade, basically, like an umbrella.
I don't know.
That's so gross. Fuck.
Yeah.
Since the
That is
divorce.
really gross.
A couple times.
Nice.
It's been okay.
And it was missionary.
Well, it was we're utilizing the edge of the bed loophole.
Okay,
Right.
I got it.
And then I did manage to
Edge of the bed loophole.
I managed to do a little bit of doggy. I managed to. Well, I can't believe. I'm so sorry to my core audience because you guys are not used to this. I'm so sorry.
No, this
I
is.
managed to do a little
this
bit of
is
doggy.
fucking
And
great.
this girl. Okay, so we're really getting into it. This girl is like straight up like it. Arkansas 10, but like an LA 8 probably.
So he's insulting.
So brutal.
You know, she's like
man.
she's hot for Arkansas, guys. I fucking hate that. Meanwhile,
And
this guy's the one fucking
Arkansas
saying it.
10. Man, saying Arkansas 10 in itself is insulting, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Well, just fucking numerically rating this fucking girl that you're sleeping with is just gross. And also, he's sitting there.
Yeah, like
Like, look at it.
at the
What are you?
time as well. Like, it really feels like one of those things that you can say if it's kind of like distant in the past. You're not bringing up any names, but like just outright like the person that you're currently fucking. You know, it's
Yeah,
like,
she's in Arkansas 10, which is actually an LA 8. Pretty, you know, she's not the top. She's not the top of LA. Have you seen the girls out here, Ethan? They're fucking astounding. But meanwhile, he's like, what is he like? An Arkansas -10? Like, what the fuck? I hate this.
yeah,
like,
yeah, like
the vibe.
The
vibe of
that was.
The vibe of boogie rating women is just gross.
Yeah, nah, you can't do it. You can't do it if you're boogie.
Oh,
And
nice.
so she does like she's a good looking girl.
What's she look like? I mean, what's her weight?
She's about 110. I think she's having like some weight issues because like she does like camming and stuff for a living.
Oh shit.
And so she like they always want her to be smaller than she actually is.
Really?
Yeah. And it was she's great. She really healed. She's like I guess it turned out to be a rebound, but like it was like she was really healing. She was really like on board, and she like knew my work, and like
God
she was
bless.
really helpful.
What the fuck is he talking about?
And
No.
yeah, it was a good experience.
That's got to be motivating.
It was really
Just like,
motivating.
fuck.
Right, and then I saw her, and then I like went on a few first dates, and those first dates turned into second dates, and then I'd get to the third date, and then sometimes we'd go back to my place, sometimes we wouldn't, and I'd be like, I'm just not ready for any of this. I don't want to do
you
any of
called
this.
it
Right?
off.
Like,
Oh, now he's portrayed himself to be all shy. He would have been begging to fuck on the first date. Are you kidding me, Boogie? You're gonna
was
sit there and
great.
be like, I just don't know if I'm ready to share my body with you yet.
What was it again? Yeah, it's really weird how he has this strange image of himself of being this Vestal Virgin maiden.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's
It's
a
really
giant
weird.
fucking hornbag who's rating the girls that he sleeps with and
Yeah,
talks
it's
about
really strange.
doing doggy with them on a fucking
I'm
podcast.
not
Listen to-
ready. My
Yeah, I
supple
did.
body.
I don't know if I can
You're
share
taking
myself. with you.
advantage of me and my clearly desirable flab.
It's such a lie. He always has to appear to be like this innocent little butterfly. So,
I know, but it's like, okay. I am just as grossed out by that as him saying Arkansas 10 LA.
Oh, I'm extremely grossed out about
I
it.
am this supple virgin is like,
I just don't know.
why
if I'm ready for
do you
this
think
yet.
that's mad? Why do you think that's mad for a guy like you? If you are a guy
Because
like you
it
have to
makes
say
him
like,
look
I'm
emotionally
this
sensitive.
fat pimp. Huh?
It makes him look emotionally sensitive, and that's what he loves. He loves looking again like that guy that the moderate guy who is in tune with his emotions
Ah!
because he knows that that's what like at the time that's what people loved, right? Like men willing to share themselves.
I really feel like Boogie would have honestly avoided a lot of his problems if he was kind of just honest about how seedy he is.
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Well, I think the issue is that his early career was built off those videos like the Draw My Life video where he talks about his trauma, and he's very, he already painted himself from the very beginning as the kind fat guy stereotype. The issue is the real Boogie is a manipulative arsehole who's willing to say shit like this.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want you to see me naked. Look at me.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I don't want you to see me naked. Buy me dinner first.
Starting the second dates, and then I'd get to the third date, and then sometimes we'd go back to my place, sometimes we wouldn't, and I'd be like, I'm just not ready for any of this. I don't want to do
you
any of
called
this,
it
right?
off.
Like, I don't want you to see me naked. Look at me.
She was
You
into
know?
it.
Like, and that's the thing. Some girls,
She
I'll
was
say
happy
that.
with it.
Some girls, I'll say that. And
Was
they're
she
like, I
crushed?
honestly don't care. No, she was. I think she was fine.
got it.
Yeah, she's a smart girl. She's a strong, powerful, smart girl for her age.
Strong,
I just
independent.
was just shocked.
How old is she? How old is she?
She's 12 years old.
What's the age?
She will be able to legally drink soon.
Damn.
God, that's gross. That's so fucking
How old's
gross.
Boogie at this point? 40?
At least 40. Probably closer to like 44. 7 years ago.
Dude,
Nah,
what is
probably
it
like
with all of
42.
these like young women wanting to fuck Boogie? What is that?
Well, you'll find out in a second.
Okay, all right.
You dog, dude.
Yeah, it was bad, man.
It's not bad. She's legal. You're out there. You're
Yeah, it was
shaking your
bad.
dick.
It was, but that's fine.
Look.
it was fine.
God
I don't.
bless.
I can't believe I'm talking about that.
Okay. So that's fucking disgusting for obvious reasons.
He wanted to gloat about it too, like the way
Exactly.
he said
Yeah, that's the whole
before
thing. Yeah.
He slipped in for her age. Because he knew that was
Yeah,
like
he
gonna
knew
he'd
get
be
him
asked
to
about it,
ask.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
lie
gross.
about it. Lie about it.
Bad, man.
Look. Damn. What's the age? How old is she?
Yeah,
Shocked.
look, he slips it in.
How old is she?
She's a strong, powerful, smart girl for her age.
Strong,
Yeah. he wants them to ask.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah,
Shocked.
he does.
How old is she?
That's a good observation. I
And then
didn't
he's
pick that
like,
up.
it worked. My ploy worked. Now I can brag about
Yeah.
fucking a barely legal teenager. Ugh.
You fell right into my trap.
Stupid Ethan.
That is something about Boogie. You can tell, right?
Yeah, you can
He's
tell
so
that
right.
he
Like
says,
he does think he's like a
says this
genius.
stuff.
Hey. Huh?
he thinks he's a giant fuck magnet right now, and he wants to brag about it.
Ugh.
Although not explicitly mentioned by name, this naturally raised eyebrows on the podcast and across the internet. The new romance in question was quickly identified as Lucy Fox with 2 X's, following some tweets made from her account in relation to the H3 podcast episode. As alluded to by Boogie in the H3 podcast episode, Lucy was a 20-year-old cam girl at the time of their fling, while Boogie was in his mid-40s. Lucy Fox has the tweet here that says, "Yes, it is true, world. I do love overweight men. I love being able to snuggle up on their hairy chests. Love heart, love heart, love heart."
Fuck.
And then at the top, it's Boogie2988.
This has to be like one of the most legally sexual relationships I've ever heard.
At the top of the tweet, it says Boogie2988 on my way to VidCon has liked this tweet. So he liked that tweet. Despite claiming his success with finding a new partner was due to his niceness and overall likability. I have to see that.
Yes.
What does it say?
I'm just a great guy.
Here we go. So this is a tweet from 23rd of June, 2018 about this. It says, quote, Boogie paid that girl, end quote. He says, that would work, I guess. Also, treating her nice and being cool to her and being a good, successful, happy person that she could be attracted to also works. It's a lot cheaper too. But if you must know, I bought her dinner and took her to movies and even bought her a few gifts. But where I come from, we call that dating, guys.
Yeah.
Remember, keep that in mind that this is the claim that he's going with for this. Okay? Keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Despite claiming his success with finding a new partner was due to his niceness and overall likability, Boogie's Seeking profile was also uncovered in the online hunt for the mystery lady. Seeking is a website geared towards sugar daddy arrangements between men and women and older, well-off men. The relationship, however, wouldn't last. Following countless messages from we have the picture here. I don't know if you guys can see this.
Why
it's
is
in the
his
document.
profile picture with H3?
Well, why do you think? Because he's like, look, I know famous people.
Yeah, that's gross.
I mean, all of his pictures are. Look at him. It's all just other
Yeah.
YouTubers and his dog. Anyway, the Seeking profile reads, his username is. I can't
what?
read it.
Okay.
Read it. You read it.
It's beaten and bruised. And it says, people pleaser who needs to be pleased.
I mean, it's honest.
What does he think he is? A fucking 50 Shades of Grey character?
Yeah, that's what he thinks. He thinks he is the chick in 50 Shades of Grey.
No, he thinks he's the guy, probably. He thinks he's
No.
the fucking chick.
That is, again, it's like another one of these just like, I'm a supple virgin flower. Like, that's what he's saying. It's really weird. Like, he really does. He really gets off on being a victim.
And then, of course, all of his pictures on his account are him with other YouTubers and at events and stuff. So he looks very, very popular.
Very cool.
Following countless messages from strangers to provide details on a connection to Boogie, Lucy released a video that offered damning insights into Boogie's behavior and treatment of women. So remember, this is the same woman that he released a tweet saying, I treated her nicely. That's why we're together. I didn't pay her money. Meanwhile, he's got a seeking account, which is where he met her, which is geared towards sugar daddy arrangements, i.e. relationships where he pays the woman to be in a relationship with him and go on dates and stuff like that. So let's have a listen to what Lucy had to say.
Hey, so I thought I would come on here and explain my side of the story and the truth. I have gotten hundreds, if not thousands, of questions and DMs from a lot of people asking, oh, are you, that girl? Yeah, I'm that girl.
You won't believe how I ended up here. There's a picture here in the top right of Boogie wearing a Rick and Morty t-shirt with Lucy Fox on the left kissing him. So
and looking
absolutely
very satisfied.
Yeah. Oh, look at his rosy cheeks.
Look at him.
He's just made the decision.
Virgin flower.
He's just made the decision to share his body. It's a very, very, very
He's so blushed.
important moment.
It honestly looks like he's one of those midgets in "We welcome you to the Lollipop Guild." Don't you think? He looks like a fat one of them.
No one's had me sign an NDA or anything similar to that. This is something I never thought I would ever actually end up getting on here to talk about, mostly because I don't really give a shit. But I decided I would get on here and be truthful with you guys, since a lot of you guys have had questions. So I dated a YouTuber, and for his sake, I'm just going to call him, what should I call him? Asshole. Okay, so.
Well, that sums it up. He's just a nice guy, guys. You don't understand.
Asshole.
So she was in a relationship with him for just a few weeks or whatever. She already is like
his name's asshole.
Manipulative arsehole. Meanwhile, Des, the ex-wife, was with him for years, and
completely silent. Maybe the NDA's true, man.
Maybe.
Asshole. I met Asshole, and he was on a website. I'm not going to say what kind of website, but you can probably figure it out. And I, thought, oh, this must be a joke. Okay, so I messaged the guy. Was like, oh, I thought you were married. He said, well, I'm going through a divorce and she just left me come over. So since I have been a fan of said asshole for many years, I decided, okay, well, he can't be a bad guy, so I'll just go over it and see how it is. Since I was a fan, and I thought, oh, well, nothing bad will come out of it, because, everyone thinks he's such a great guy. So I went over, not a whole lot happened. We stayed and talked until 7 or 8 in the morning. Just talking about his shit and a little bit about me and where I come from and,
I guarantee you it was about 7 hours of Boogie talking about himself and his trauma and
yes. What a broken flower he is, both emotionally and sexually.
She got 20 minutes of conversation probably of her talking about herself in comparison.
Yeah. That reminds me of my trauma. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can you show me your boobs now?
It's fine if you don't. I will kill myself if you don't, though.
Asshole was nice at first, as most assholes are. And I thought, well, let's see how it goes. He seems like a nice guy. He was, going through some stuff, so I thought I would be there for him and help him through some stuff. So that's what I did. I would go over to his house every day. I'd take care of him, have him talk about, his issues and, all the hate he was getting and blah, 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 blah. And I kind of just listened to it, and one thing led to another and we started forming a relationship. But we kept it very quiet since he was going through a divorce and I did not want to get involved with that.
Meanwhile, he's fucking bragging about banging her doggy style on the H3H3 podcast.
So good.
Doxing her, basically. Again, it's a callback, really, to remember him sharing information about his wife, even though his wife was like, hey, cut it out. Stop fucking talking about me on your fucking streams. This girl wants to be private. She doesn't want to be known about in a relationship with him. Meanwhile, he goes on the H3 podcast without her permission and basically gives enough ammunition for his audience to track her down and find her. Because remember, they're the ones that found her.
Mm.
At my place.
You gotta love it.
So I never posted about it publicly. I never posted pictures of us together or anything like that because out of respect for him. Which, now that I think about it, he just wanted to keep me quiet and keep me as nobody and somebody that he could just throw away. So we started dating for a couple months. He was dealing with some emotional problems and dealing with, his own shit. And I was pretty much taking care of him every day. If you know what I do for a job, then I have to be at home in order to be on cam. Well, I couldn't do that because it would turn into an argument every time I tried to leave. Why are you trying to leave me? I need somebody right now. Blah, 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 blah. So I'd sit in the back room and I'd wait.
Wait, so he met her on a camming site, basically. Like she knew that she was a cam girl.
Yeah. Oh, it's
and then
so
he's
good.
like, stop camming. You're mine
you
now.
don't care about me.
Wait for him to finish up doing his work and whatever. And pretty much I was not making any income. I was scraping to get by, to be honest with you. Like I'd ask him, hey, can I put some money into my bank account so I wouldn't get an overdraft? Okay, well, here's, $20. Cool. So I would do that, and then, I have bills to pay, I don't want to get into detail about my personal life because I know none of you really give a shit. But I was dealing with some stuff on my own, but that was never important. That was kind of like put off to the side as being sort of a last resort. Sorry, my ear just kicked on. It was kind of just like a not important kind of thing, and it started really getting to me because I was putting in all this effort to help Asshole with his personal problems, and it kind of felt like everything that I was going through and everything I was dealing with in my personal life did not matter.
Guarantee that's how he was with Des as well, the ex-wife. Everything was about him.
Yeah, no, there's no way that. I mean, like in all relationships, it's just a pattern over and over again, isn't it?
Yeah,
So this is just a great insight into what that woman was putting up. I mean, immediately she moves in and instantly is like, "All right, I've got a aged care nurse I can fuck." That's how he sees it. It's like it's weird. It's like it's not even a mum. It really is sort of this like, my chamber pot is full again.
Yeah, well, it's a
like
mum
that.
you can fuck. That's his angle.
Yeah, that's his angle.
So bad. Oh, he has it. Look,
He's a soft, supple virgin.
when you have so much money in the bank off of people that you are emotionally, verbally manipulating into giving you cash, and every night you talk about your hookers and your bullshit and, oh, you're going through it, I can guarantee you someone else in this world is going through it a lot worse. And trust me, I have been through quite a bit, but I do not come up on the internet and complain about every little detail that is wrong with my life.
Well,
I
he
keep it to
does.
myself.
Yeah.
And I speak with a
That's why you're
therapist.
not as vicious as him.
But things started progressing and got worse. Like at first, Asshole was really nice, he'd take me out, there was no issue. He would maybe get me a present once in a while. Mostly hand-me-downs. So he wouldn't have to pay for anything.
I don't want this toy anymore. You have it.
You like triple X Space Jam shirts?
I'm sick of this Pokemon toy. It's yours now. Take it. It's a symbol of my love.
Yeah. Here you go, a fake Charizard card.
And then it got to a point where, okay, well, I need to go to Los Angeles because I need to go shoot for some production companies, right?
Hold.
He was hesitant on that. He was like, why don't you just stay at home? Well, I'm not making any money at home right now because it's a slow season and I can't go anywhere because every time I try to leave your house, you scream and yell at me. All right.
All right, so it's been like 3 months and he's already like verbally abusing her.
About me.
Which is what that is. Like emotional. Boogie always claims he's not abusive, guys. Screaming at your girlfriend to stay in the house and not leave and emotionally manipulating her into staying basically as a kidnap victim at this point.
Yeah. Don't earn
This
any
is
money.
abuse.
Yeah.
This is abuse 101. There's no way this isn't abuse.
He's 20
Fair
bucks.
enough. Here's $500 so you can go out to Los Angeles. Pay for my ticket, can't complain. Pay for maybe $200 worth of food and my baggage home. You can say what you want about me and you can call me all the names in the book, but at the end of the day, you know exactly what you're getting into. You know exactly what kind of job I have, and you knew for a fact that you were not comfortable with anything I do. Right. Oh, well,
He thought
used to
I could
run
change her.
websites for all these companies. That does not mean you're comfortable with it. That just means you're just trying to put on a front. Like usual. Anyways, I just want to set the record straight. Things were good at the beginning. But it got to the point where every night I'd go home in tears because asshole thought it was a good idea to scream at me, about everything. Oh, you're not here enough. You aren't, you're just fucking annoying and you just don't want to listen to me, blah, 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 blah. You don't mean shit to me. You don't mean shit. You're just a fucking piece of shit. Okay, well, thanks.
Jesus.
Appreciate it. So I had to keep everything a secret. And, there's been I've been watching and noticing that asshole likes to refer to somebody as his hooker. Oh, I'm going to pay my hookers for this, blah, 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 blah. I have not seen this man since March. So whatever hooker he's referring to, it's not me. I don't do that. I don't do special services for anybody. In fact, I'm not going to knock down anybody who does full service, but I don't do that. And that wasn't what a relationship was. It was a true relationship. And if you don't believe that, then that's your prerogative. But at the end of the day, we did have an emotional connection, and he did care about me until the day he decided that he was just going to continuously scream and yell at me every single day, and I got tired of it. I got tired of being treated like I was dirt on the side of the road, and I was tired of being treated like I was less than, when I know for a fact I'm worth a whole lot more.
Okay, so it boils down to basically Lucy Fox was someone that he had met on the Seeking site, right?
Mm-hmm.
She moves in with him for a little bit. Relationship forms.
Yes.
They get to know each other. He knows her life and her job and stuff. And
Yes.
And then a few months in, he starts screaming and complaining about her doing that kind of work.
Yeah.
When he knew for a fact that that's what she did, and he didn't provide for her outside of that as well. It's like it's not like he, was giving her, supporting her life or anything like that. He was basically just like, you need to drop everything you're doing and just be my maid now. That's what a relationship with Boogie is. You need to live with me and you need to clean me and you need to make sure that I'm sexually satisfied. Yeah, exactly. And then if you don't do that,
my wounds and my chamber pot.
If you do a dissatisfactory job in your new occupation, then I'm going to scream and verbally abuse you for every waking moment of your life. So just it sounds like a horrible.
But I am also
horrible
a broken virgin
existence.
flower. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fucking. I mean, that's so indicative of who Boogie is as a person. Like that's someone on the ground level, ground zero, talking to us now about how he acts in his private life. If you don't give him what he wants,
it was really, really interesting hearing that, wasn't it? I mean, you've obviously heard it all before, but that was from fresh ears. It's great. Really revealing stuff.
If you don't give him what he wants, he will verbally abuse you. That's just how it is.
That's how it is.
He's not the.
Don't judge him, love him.
He's not the what's it called? Level-headed, intellectual that everyone might think he is from watching YouTube videos, from his early YouTube videos. He is a hyper, an emotionally abusive, argumentative, emotional man who will scream at you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the erraticness of it as well.
Lucy's
didn't last long, the romantic period, did it? I don't think I've ever really heard of somebody who can, woo for about 2 weeks and then immediately just like, stay home.
What's with that fucking, what's it called? The honeymoon period? Didn't last long.
Yeah, the honeymoon period is so short.
Yeah. Kira, what do you think about that?
What? The fact that he turned into an asshole?
Well, I don't think he turned into an arsehole. He just was an arsehole. But no, I meant like that entire story.
Yeah, it's fucked.
It's pretty fucked, isn't it?
It's just fucked, like the whole thing from start to finish.
It sounds like, okay, I understand, if I may boogie this, there's two sides to every story. There's always that. But it's just one of those stories where you can tell that it's like, this has to be far more true than not.
No, she's got no reason to lie, first of all, but also like,
and also is actually taking really the classy way out by just giving him the nickname arsehole, ironically.
Yeah, and also the fact that like we know Boogie's personality traits and stuff like that, and how he talked about her on that video on the podcast and stuff. We know that they were connected and stuff, so it's not like there's I don't think that she was lying at all. I don't think that she was even overplaying what she would have gone through. He would have been that kind of emotionally manipulative
Yes,
arsehole.
I think so.
Lucy's expose triggered a storm across the YouTube world, with Keemstar covering the allegations and drama alert while interviewing Boogie himself. Here, Boogie downplayed the situation, even outright denying her claims that she lived with him, stating that they only dated for 10 weeks and he had nothing but love and respect for women in her line of work.
Sounds like it.
He's such a good guy.
Shit to me.
All right, let's listen to this, actually.
Oh, we have to.
You wouldn't let her leave. You wouldn't let her work. Is any of this true?
Man, I mean, I never even wanted to confirm whether or not we dated because
You fucking went on a podcast bragging about doggy styling her. What the fuck do you mean? You're the one that caused this situation in the first place.
Didn't name anyone, all right, Jackson?
I didn't want any negativity in her life. Like, that's why I didn't want the people who hate on me to start hating on her. And, you know, I never even want to confirm.
See, he's the strong, protecting type. He was defending her honor against his audience.
It's like I can almost hear his brain trying to figure out the best excuse while he's talking. It's like I can hear his brain thinking, trying to find what the best excuse to say is.
Yeah, how do I paint myself as
Yeah, he's kind of
the
like,
good guy in
that's
this
actually
situation?
really true. And even when he's verbalizing it, it is a bit like a plane auto-correcting to its destination, like kind of getting blown off course.
Yeah, except in his situation, it's always just another 9/11. Just auto corrects into that. Oh no, where did that tower come from? Like everything's way worse through his act of self-correcting or whatever. It ends up way worse for him, which is always so funny.
It's hilarious.
That she was the girl I dated, but I guess that ship has sailed now.
Yeah, he's like, that stupid bitch announced it. Yeah, now she's made it way worse for us all. Meanwhile, she's talking about. Yeah, she's talking about how emotionally manipulative you are, and now here you are emotionally manipulating everyone.
Yeah. Why do you think she's coming at you like this?
I don't know. I mean,
dude, she must be on a period or something.
We dated for 10 weeks. It didn't work out. We broke up. You know, I think we all had all of about 2 disagreements the whole time we were together. I don't know. I don't. Why would she wait 6 months or 7 months? Like the last time
Seriously, why would an abuse victim wait like 6 or 7 months? That's not even that long of a time. That's not a defense. That's not a valid reason. He's trying to cast doubt on her, being like, well, clearly something sinister is going on, because why wouldn't she have said it immediately at the time instead of waiting 6 months like this? Clearly she's a liar, Keemstar, because she waited 6 months to talk about it.
She had a lot of time to get her story straight.
Saw her was the end of February, so I don't even know why she would wait 6 months or however long it's been if any of this were true.
There we go. If any of this were true, so he's just outright calling her a liar.
It's just not.
She said the only way she can make money is if she's at home doing her cam girl stuff, right? And that you wouldn't like let her leave the house. Is that true?
But she didn't live here. Like she lives at home, where she has her own home.
That doesn't mean. How is that a defense against the claim that you kept her there basically and emotionally manipulated her into staying with you? And every time she wanted to leave to her home, you were like, "No, you're not being fair. You gotta bath me." Shit like that. I want you to watch me play Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't want her to leave once, why would she ever come back? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god. I forgot these defenses. They're so bad. Holy shit. It's like every
okay, so this is all like old law, is it?
Yeah, it's all like the classic abusive partner defenses. But she didn't want it. Why would she come back, guys? Clearly she's okay with it. She keeps coming back.
To me. I don't understand. Like, that's not something you can do to somebody who doesn't live with you, and she never lived here or anything like that. We would see each other 2 or 3 days a week. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Do you think that maybe she is taking advantage of you being a big YouTuber or whatever?
Man, I'm never gonna say anything.
Look at fucking Keemstar smiling. Why is he laying up like defenses for Boogie? He's like, do you think a possible answer is that she's a giant whore and that she's taking advantage of you, a YouTuber? Like,
Dude, he really is a gnome, isn't he? He always has this
Yeah.
like impish grin of glee every time he can some drama. Yes, that man really lives for his like. That man's not doing it for the money, you know.
Boogie and Keemstar are perfect for one another. It's
Are
like
they? Explain that dynamic for me.
No, I just think that Boogie is the perfect tool for Keemstar, basically, in that Keemstar knows that he has infinite content through Boogie, and that's why they've, partnered up in recent years.
Oh, really?
Keemstar, for all of the horrible things about Keemstar, like the one thing you can absolutely give him is he's a very intelligent content creator. He knows what works on YouTube. He knows what gets clicks. Like he absolutely does. He's good at drama. He knows it. And so
he kind of like sets it up, you think?
He knows he's got a cash cow with Boogie because he does. Like Boogie is infinitely watchable in the sense that you want to watch his downfall. So
okay, right.
Very, very aware of that.
Yes, you know me, Keemstar. I'm never gonna say like anything like that about anybody.
Right.
All I have to say about this girl is we dated for 10 weeks. She helped me through a really rough period of my life. I got nothing but love and respect for her.
Oh my God. So this woman is, in your words, lying about you abusing her, but you're still going to be the good guy. Yeah. You come out and be like, it's fine. I still have love and respect for her. I love everyone. I'm it's nice
incredible.
Guy.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's
wish her nothing but the best.
Wish her
she
nothing
deserves
but the best.
Nothing but the best. And I'm sorry that this is how she feels about me. I'm sorry that this is what she thinks about me. And I'm sorry if I ever said or did anything that made her feel uncomfortable or hurt. It was never my intention. It was never my intention.
It sounds like in the video that she's like low on money. Has she been asking you for money?
Man, I don't feel comfortable talking about anything, but she's a girl who's always needed a little help from time to time.
I don't feel comfortable weighing in on this, Keemstar. It's inappropriate for me to talk about her money, but yes.
She
always needed
that
money.
is exactly what happened. I am a hostage in this situation.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I'm not going to dox her. I'm not going to talk about our personal conversations.
That's all you've done. You talked about doggy styling her on the H3 podcast, dude. Talked about putting your fat gut on top of her, using it as a sunshade.
Bodying her, yeah.
I don't feel comfortable.
Hey guys, I don't feel comfortable talking about her right now. Okay, I don't feel comfortable talking about her personal details. But man, when I doggy styled her, when I put my penis in her, when she was barely 20, my God, dude, we were doing things.
Doing anything like that, but she's, yeah. I mean, everybody needs money, right? Cam girling is a tough position. Doing, the stuff that she does for a living is a tough position. I got nothing but love or respect for girls who.
Okay, that's enough. He goes on and on about having love and respect and how he's such a nice guy. He's very understanding man.
Very
understanding man. A year later, Boogie admitted that he found Lucy on the Seeking website, and a leaked private chat went into detail about his ordeal. Find out about that. Okay, so here's a comment from Boogie on the r/Boogie2988 page. It's from him. His username is UberWolf0. It has negative 21 upvotes, so on his own.
Jesus.
On his own forum.
Love in my heart.
Also, this is archived, so it says 3 months ago, but this was 7 years ago. I met Lucy Fox on Seeking. She's the only real girl I've met from there. Don't mind admitting to it. Once I discovered the caliber of girl you might meet there, I was kind of done with it. What do you mean the caliber of the girl you might meet there? Who did you think you were meeting on Seeking?
Yeah, that's a really odd one, isn't it?
She was just
I suppose you can imagine just a very desperate fat man.
Once I discovered the caliber of girl you might meet there, I was kind of done with it. You knew what you were getting there. You knew you were
done with this.
Look, there were going to be girls that were seeking money in exchange for what they were
services.
Giving. Yeah, the partnership. It's like he's like, I went on Seeking.com and she's the only real girl I met from there. But once she started asking for money, I was like, what the fuck? What do you think?
That wasn't part of the deal.
Man. Okay, so here's the DMs that I was just talking about. It says, So this is from him to a user. I put one profile up on Seeking and met one girl and it was a real relationship. Now I'm a sugar daddy who fucks prostitutes. It's insanity, truly. Gross. The person who's talking to replies, lol, well, the comment about not having kids was pretty weird. As for being a sugar daddy who fucks prostitutes, in what way is that not true? He says, I was never a sugar daddy. I never paid anyone. She and I just dated. I've never met anyone on that site since I discovered the caliber of women you meet on a site like that. What is this? He's got fucking catchphrases now. Why is he reusing that line? Sideways face. The user replies, isn't that the crux of the issue with her though? It was a sugar daddy site and the two of you have now both said you didn't pay her. That's the nature of the relationship though. You want sex and whatever else and she wants money. And then he says, so she kept telling me she didn't want money and she really didn't. I gave her gifts and brought her dinner like in any other relationship, like flowers and dinner and movies, etc. Money never came into it until after we broke up. That's the deal. Yeah.
Like it's okay. Girlfriend simulator, but yeah, go
on. He continues, I'm going to trust you not to share this even without your word. So this is a screenshot, by the way, from this person.
You have to trust me.
So please don't. We met on that site. I had signed up for everything. Tinder, Bumble, Plenty of Fish. Signed up for it the day that my wife said she wanted to divorce. That's not a brag. Man. How's that a brag? Broken. Your wife says you want a divorce and your instinct is to immediately sign up on Tinder, Bumble. Yes, I'm finally free. Now the shark will hunt.
As he was designed to do.
Met Lucy on Seeking. Didn't have many other bites. Well, I was accurate in my shark terminology.
Didn't have many other
bites or women I was interested in. I hate how he portrays himself as like a what do you call it? Like a fuckboy almost.
Yeah, that really
grosses he always portrays himself as that.
Yeah.
And also, like you said, as a virgin, a supple virgin.
It's just like, pick one, please. They're both Chad. You don't have to double up on it.
I was just lonely and sad and miserable. So we met after my wife came and got her shit. She said she'd had a crush on me a long time and wanted to be with me. I told her I wasn't ready, but if she wanted to hang out as friends, we could. So we did. She said she had feelings for me, so I decided maybe to take it to the next step. Bought her flowers, took her to dinner, the whole 9 yards like you do. She wasn't the easiest person to get along with, and neither was I. Distant. Didn't want to get hurt again. Couldn't really reciprocate the feelings she said she was having. We had an argument once. The day my divorce was finalized. Nothing too dramatic. Just me crying in her car because she got upset at me for not wanting to buy.
Christ.
She got upset at me for not wanting to buy her a poster frame or something like that. Don't remember the details. Broke up soon after that. She decided to start banging another guy, and that guy told me about it. She also had to fly to LA to do a few porn scenes, which made me a little uncomfortable. Not the porn scenes, but that she was banging other dudes, not for work, or she was out there.
But that is the porn scene, though.
I did finance her trip to LA because she promised to pay it back, but she wasn't able to get enough work out there to pay it back, so she never did. That's the only time money ever came into it. A few months later, she hit me up for money, and I told her no, she needed her car fixed. She got mad at me. I got mad at her. She made the video in response. So that's his take. The other DM's really not that important.
Have you ever heard of Darvo?
No.
Domestic abuse. What is it? Violence order or something?
It's like deny, attack, reverse victim order. And it's like just all like, it's like a behavioral acronym. So like of a manipulator, like deny responsibility, attack the person going after you, and then reverse victim order. So he's like, she's not the victim, I am. He just screams Darvo.
I mean, yeah,
that is his primary attack is.
He's a very manipulative
Let's
person.
think about the real victims here. Yeah.
It's always Boogie. The saga now meant that Boogie's nice guy reputation was quickly crumbling underneath him. This likely inspired a rather extreme sketch video which featured Boogie disturbingly jumping between Boogie and Francis as though he had a split personality disorder.
Oh, God.
Boogie also broke.
We have that.
Yeah, we got all this. Boogie also broke down to a polystyrene model and devolved into what felt like a confessional rambling about his marital breakdown. This is a really creepy video.
A beggar can do without it. A beggar would be better off. A beggar would be better off. Listen, okay, listen. This is not the first time I've had to clean up your mess, but it better be the last.
Okay, so the sketch here is Francis, which is the one yelling. That's his character, Francis. Is yelling at the real Boogie, and he's locked in a room that says psychopath all over it in scribbling.
Oh my
It says,
God.
I'm a psychopath, psychopath, psychopath.
Wow, it's like one of those rap albums of The Game or Lil Wayne back in the day.
Okay? I got
Yeezy
this
versus
taken care
Wayne.
of. Are you gonna trust me? I'm not gonna trust you for anything, okay?
There we go. That's the real Boogie. You can tell the voice is more
Whoa,
friendly.
Okay, all right.
You're the one who destroyed everything, okay? You're the one who's ruined my YouTube career.
Okay, so even in his own brain, he's portraying himself as the victim
Oh
compared to
my-
the other element of his. Or he's
It's
blaming
pretty
it all on
deep, isn't it?
Francis' character.
Look, you
So
have to.
even in his own brain-
I'm very proud of this man. That is next level commitment.
Even when it's just his
Commitment
own
to being a
personality
fatty
traits.
and commitment to being the victim. He's done it on levels that athletic.
On Twitter and makes me tweet all of this awful. You're the one who takes.
Yeah, see, guys,
Not me.
He's
It's
acting
Francis.
right now, but he's being like, yeah, all the things that you guys hate me for, that's actually Francis. It's okay. It's all an act.
it's not me.
Over on the live streams and makes me say these things that ruins my career.
Which one of the Boogie personalities argued for gay marriage being held back 20 years? Was that Francis?
No, it was Francis. Francis is the bad one.
Francis hates gays.
Francis hates gays.
Character assassination. Are you familiar with that term? Because you are the gunman. You are the gunman that pulled the trigger. You got it wrong. I agree.
the Joker laugh there. Kind of.
She's a piece of
Fool.
but that ain't me, buddy. You don't know you're a character. You're a character. You're a thought. You are a distant bubble, okay? I created you. I dreamt you up one day, and just as easily I can make you go away. Do you understand that? Do you have any understanding of what this actually is? Oh, you know what happens when we die. You know where we came from, okay? What is this? Oh, you know whether or not it's a simulation or whether or not there's a God, huh? You're in fucking charge? You're in some level of control? Is that what you're trying to tell me? You know what the is going on? Little mister, I tweet stupid and I blame it on my disease. Little mister, I say stupid on the stream and I blame it on my disease. Okay? I'm not the disease. You are. You're the disease.
Wow.
Well, I got a plan. I don't know if you're going to like
Okay, so
That was a twist.
Okay.
I'm actually invested in this character argument.
all right, let's find out what happens when he starts talking about his ex-wife.
Oh,
She's here.
no.
I'm sorry, I know you don't like being on camera.
He's got ew.
Fuck!
It's like sniffing her. Also, look at the fucking stains on his shirt too, and also the teardrop. Why did he draw teardrops on her? Fucking weird.
Oh my god, it's when Homer made that bush into Marge. Yes. Great
How have
acting.
you been?
How you been?
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to know you're happy. I miss her too. I know you're tired of hearing it, but I'm really sorry. Come on, she's here. Is there anything you want to say? Well, what do you want me to say? I don't know what I'm supposed to say to her. Well, she's an actress to me. She just pretend, right? You tell me I'm a character, she's a character, right? That's my sister, I guess. That's how you wrote it, right? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to you. I mean, things are still going along pretty good. I've been doing a lot of videos. Boogie brought me back. I'm doing Fridays with Francis. Every Friday, new Francis video, though. I don't know. But you know, life just kind of kept going on. Oh, I wish you would talk right now. I wish you would say something right now. You know? Couldn't you talk? Can't you talk? Huh? I built you. I put you together.
I built you, I put you together. I bet that is how Boogie sees his ex-wife. That he made her into something. Meanwhile, she was the one washing his stinky folds every night, probably, in the bath.
Yes, but that is repayment.
You got a mouth, so you're gonna talk.
He's Master Roshi. You know, you have to do. Don't you reckon that's how he sees himself? He really would. He sees himself as a wise Japanese man.
Are you gonna talk? Are you gonna talk?
Oh, good. He's strangling her.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He misses her.
You're the reason I left. What? What?
So the reason she left is because of Francis.
Because of Francis. Because of Francis.
I see. I see. Yes, Boogie. Very smart.
Man, this is actually like, this is great. I'm really glad that he made
You
this.
know why I left? Shut the up. Nobody asked you. You well.
As much swearing as Jerry Springer.
So Boogie also broke down to a polystyrene model and devolved into what felt like a confessional, rambling about his marital breakdown as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if that's in there.
I know you
And let's watch.
hated me. You hated all of it, didn't you? You hated YouTube. Hated the fame.
Hey, remember when she messaged him
I
a few years
made
ago
you.
being like, hey, can you stop talking about me on stream?
Yes, I know. Yeah. And then here we are. You got it. I'm
Here's
talking
a
about
10-minute video.
styrofoam you.
Yeah, here's a 10-minute video when I rant about you and all your insecurities and what you
Message
hate
received.
and everything about you. And then I beat you up.
You hated the fans. You hated.
Jesus Christ, saying you hated the fans to your audience base is the most manipulative thing I think you could possibly say
Yeah,
about
it's
her.
bad. That's far out. These are low things, aren't they?
Sending your fan base up. That is tantamount to sending your fan base after her. That is what it is. It's a call to action.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You hated the trips. You hated the conferences. You hated the other YouTubers bogarting my time. When I met you, I was a 600-pound man on disability. All right?
Now look at me. I'm a raving lunatic in a basement. Don't you wish you were back?
Yeah. Like doing an unironic split.
Look at me now!
Oh my God, he's actually doing it.
And you know what? You're the one who did that.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one who did that. You're the one that came into our life when we had given up. When we had given up hope. We'd given up on ourselves. We'd given up on our career. We'd given up on our job. And you took us out of that bed where we were ready to die. And you helped us work every single day. You helped us develop me, not just Boogie as a person, not just me as a character, but you taught us how to live when we were ready to die. And everything we have, we owe to you. Does that make you feel good?
She's like she's a messiah figure now. He's put her in the light. This is very clever. She does look like she's on the cross though.
Does that make you feel superior? Does that make you feel loved? Because it made me hate you. And after all that, you took it away.
What the fuck is wrong with this man?
What the hell was that? I'll tell you what, it's like some great performance art, though.
It's not performance art. It's not.
Well, it's a lot of things, but it's not that.
One of the top comments reads, "This is when we discovered that Boogie was a character and Francis was who he really was."
Look, man, honestly, I generally, unless you really highlight a tiny fragment of Boogie speaking, I don't find him particularly that engaging. I think he's quite verbose for the average person. I think he's like, got quite a good perspicacity.
He's able to string together a sentence.
I think he's able to do that. But honestly, that is the first skit that I've seen of his where I was just like, how does this end? You know?
He comments below as his account, and he says, "First off, let me remind you, this is just a stupid sketch, guys. Don't read too much into it."
What? How can you not?
A psycho in the Psycho series. No, this is him fence sitting yet a fucking again.
Yeah. Fence sitting his own inner psyche. Isn't it incredible that like you go deep into his psyche to that level, right? Which is, I honestly see this as some top tier psychoanalysis. And the absolute core of it is fence sitting a victim.
I needed a reason to be a psycho in the Psycho series, so this is what it took. Secondly, thanks for your support. I know this is insane. I know it will scare lots of you off. But those who stay,
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're the true heroes.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you say it's an act, but how is this an act when you're actually just saying the things that you hate your ex-wife for?
Take a look at me now, 'cause I'm just an empty space. There's nothing left here to remind behind me, just a memory.
All right.
Okay, that's fucked.
Let me.
Why is it so hard?
Why is life so hard as a boogie?
Is this what you guys want to see?
Oh, are we the bad guys now, Boogie?
Yeah, apparently.
Now we're the bad
Yeah,
guys.
are you not entertained?
Look what you made me do.
This is what you wanted, isn't it? And you know what? He's right. We are terrible monsters. I do want that.
I can show you crazy.
Yes, he can. He's got range. But look at my range.
He broke her little wooden arms.
Oh no. Jesus, what the fuck?
Okay, all right. Yeah. You want to show
I
Chuck?
get the point.
She's dead.
He's so out of breath.
I know. It's like the fatness.
If your ex broke up, like if you divorced your ex and then 3-4 years later you find a video
I will
doing this to her,
I will be absolutely doing this. If there is ever a divorce too, if you're watching, and I know you aren't,
just send her this clip so she knows what she's in for.
this is on you.
Fucking crazy, making an effigy of your ex-wife and then decapitating her on camera.
Isn't it so fucked? It's honestly, it's got all levels.
Now we come
It's
to
a
my
sacred
favorite
drama.
part of the Boogie era.
Yeah.
His porn blogs.
Oh,
The drama
man.
involving Lucy and her video accusing him of abusive behavior was a real turning point for Boogie's remaining fan base and his critics. They soon began to wonder what else this seemingly kind and gentle person they knew had been hiding, and soon enough, they found some more fuel for the fire. Back in his 2013 Draw My Life video, Boogie had mentioned that in his early days of coding and designing websites, he sometimes had to work for clients who ran adult websites. Do you remember that?
Mhm.
Remember when I showed you that?
Mhm.
He said,
I was forced
"Oh,
to.
they made they made me do
They made
horrible
me do it.
things.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
I'm just a sweet, supple virgin." after all."
Yes, I'm a sweet, supple virgin.
In the video, he said that he didn't enjoy working on those websites, but with people out to find more information on him, they discovered quite the opposite, in fact. Not only did Boogie work on some of these websites, he actually owned and ran some of them himself.
Damn.
These were blog-style websites in which Boogie would share various pornographic content, leave comments and opinions on videos and sex toys, and so on. Little seems to remain on the sites,
Opinions
however...
on sex toys. God damn.
Little seems to
my
remain on the
advice?
sites. However, some mostly SFW comments and pictures can be seen here.
Mm.
I'm going to open these up now
Please
for
do.
us to all see. So it's Boogie's Porn Blog, an adult webmaster's collection of porn, bizarre links, and random idiocracy, where it says idiocy. Boogie's Porn Blog is the personal web journal of an adult pornographer. It's a random assortment of porn rants and celebrity news and nudity. You'll find nude pics, porn galleries, and other things you'd expect at a porn blog. It's updated at random depending on when the guards let me out of the straitjacket, guys. It says, and this is his FAQ. So who are you? He says, I'm Boogie. I've been in the adult web business since 1998. I'm poor because I'm not very good at it, yet it beats working 9 to 5. And then it says, so do you get to screw lots of hot bitches? And he says, no, not really, but I get to photograph them sometimes or meet them at trade shows or watch them strip and
Nice.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That happened.
Face.
That happened, Boogie.
Yeah.
So why a blog? He says, I was always a better writer than I was a webmaster. I'm just looking for people to pay attention to me and write comments so I know they're reading because I have a codependency issue. Someone else says, what's with the ads? And he says, one thing I like more than public adoration, and that's cash. You should give me some or buy something from an ad on the site because that equals money too. I like money. And then we've got some more here. Thanks to the person who sent this in. You, sir, are a patron saint of the porn cynic. For those of you who find this kind of shit, let us know because if you hate it, we're bound to hate it too. Nothing easier in my life than shitting on what's already shitty. I'm not sure I agree with the submatter that the model is subpar, though, talking about a model, a porn star. Truth is, I've given more than a couple $100 to a stripper. Strippers that weren't that attractive just to grind my crotch through my pants. Ew. Yeah. Hey.
Boogie.
Hey. hey, here's a tip from Boogie, your old friendly Uncle Boogie. He says, hey, here's a tip. Don't wear underwear and get a slim pair of jogging pants that feel pretty good on your cock. Makes it worth the $200.
Fuck! Man,
All right.
these are the internal thoughts of a pornographer, aren't they?
He's
my
deep.
advice in strip clubs?
Yeah. Don't wear underwear so that your
Don't wear
penis
underwear.
is slightly closer to the woman grinding on you. Details. So the details of what's going on. Friday, I had a nervous breakdown. My girlfriend moved out because of it, and now I'm picking the pieces back up and putting everything together. It'll be fine, though. I'm not the only person in the world to get their heart broken. The hard part is getting things back together around the house and such, but it's going well. Thanks again for all the kindness. I've got some time today, and I'm planning on posting some good stuff, so hopefully I'll be back in the swing of things by the end of the day. I woke up to no less than 3 spam messages this morning, all from 3 people who have, quote, seen my profile, end quote, and think that we're, quote, very compatible, end quote, and that they want, and they, what, and that they went to Africa for varying reasons and are now stuck without the money to get back to, well,
What the fuck is he talking? Okay, that's another great boogieism. Randomly spurting out some shit like that just like, you're just like, whoa, dude, I was not expecting that to come out of the ramble.
My reply to these people has been the same to all 3. Stay in Africa and get AIDS and die, you cocksuckers. Does this make me a bad person? If it does, who gives a shit? I love that. I love this aspect of Boogie where he's like, does this make me a bad person? So what? I'm the bad boy. And then cut to him 10 years later where he's like, please don't be mad at me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying, it sure seems to be an insurmountable amount of attractive white women getting trapped in Africa. My advice, don't go there if you don't have a round trip ticket. What's he fucking ranting about?
No.
All right, more. So Boogie Porn Guy Extraordinaire says, hey, first off, I'm a guy and I posted this fucking thing and I don't want to look good in a dress. Keep your transvestite fantasies to yourself.
Great.
Secondly, I called her fat because if she's casting a shadow with her gut, that is because there is some fat there.
Oh, so nice.
Boogie says, someone put a stop payment on my reality check. God damn. There's another post here that reads, I've looked at over 1,000 porn links today. All right.
How do you have the time?
Here's some more. Boogie Porn Guy Extraordinaire says, quote, dude, that's her fucking cunt hair. And if you're not smart enough to recognize that, you need to get off the internet and find a real woman for a change. He continues.
Jesus, what?
This isn't somewhat
random thought.
Someone else. Hey, Sandy. Number 1, first off, caps lock, calm the fuck down. 2, learn English. Kelly was at the time the pic was taken and now a hot looking sounding. Blah, blah, blah. No one knows what the fuck you're saying. Number 3, that all normal male humans would love to have as a wife or girlfriend. Wrong. Men don't marry whores. Number 4, that's him saying that. Number 4, the stupid food that, I'm not saying that. The stupid food the F slurs eat in Hollywood is just that F slur food. Kelly eats right, thinks right, and is right on live Kelly. What the fuck is happening?
No, I don't know. What the hell is this?
He replies to that one by saying, please leave my site. This isn't for autistic people. And then this is going to be censored on the screen, hopefully. It's a picture of a Boogie holding a fleshlight.
Nice,
which is a portable pocket
I
pussy
hope
for
that
those
is
of you
not
that don't know.
censored, but yeah, go on.
And he quote reply from him saying, that's actually sexy. I mean, really sexy. I mean, I want to hit this fucking thing. I explore it with my finger and it's pretty damned amazing. Apparently he sent a super ribbed one, which felt pretty unique on the inside. I was damn surprised about how tight it was too.
Okay, look.
Oh, speaking of fleshlights, we have more.
Yeah, I still honestly think that what he said on the H3H3 podcast is grosser, but go on.
We're just starting. About my fleshlight.
Okay, I stand corrected. There we go.
I think, this quote, I think personally it's a bit better than being with a woman in some ways. No offense. I figured I'd list the reasons. 1, it's tighter. 2, it sucks without complaining. 3, it swallows at least as deep as it can go. 4, when you're done, you can look at it, lock it in a dark place and it can't complain.
No.
Number 5, no need to reciprocate. But ultimately, I just flat out think it feels different and in some ways better than the real thing. Honestly, there's nothing like it. It's like the first time you popped Mary Lou's cherry at 18 or sinking it into your girl's ass for the first time. Not too tight, but ... oh so right, winky face. Yes, I'm sure those things happen.
Fuck.
I love it. See, there's Chad Boogie again.
Yeah,
the first
Chad
time
Boogie.
you popped Mary Lou's cherry at 18 and he
That's
has
totally
anal.
what happened. Oh yeah, that's right. He was the sexual toy of a woman when he was young, wasn't he?
Well, he said he was. Well, yes, but he also claims that he was molested by his family members.
Yes,
so
yes.
Quite sinister. Continues. Oral sex can cause cancer? ? Oh shit! I hope these fuckers are wrong. Don't let your girls read this article. Another one. The biggest dick in the industry. He says this gentleman might very well own the biggest dick in the industry.
Nice.
I've not seen many like it, and I assure you, I've seen many a penis in my time.
I've seen a lot of penises.
And then, all right, I'm gonna read through.
A lot of cocks.
So he's a porn guy extraordinaire. Of course, he's got a website here where
worth bragging.
Where he arranges porn and presents it to you all. I'm going to read through the categories on his porn site so that you know what he's into. Number 1, anal. The description reads, brown eye, cornhole, poop shoot. If it would fit, we'll get in there. Anal sex and anal fucking.
Isn't anal enough?
Sticking it up the tiny brown hole. I feel
that's
sick.
pretty hilarious, but yep, keep going.
Asian. Quote, this is for the Asian category. Asian women from all different parts of Asia. Asian girls and teens to mature Asians can be found here. I don't like the use of girls and teens there from Boogie. That's gross. Cum shots.
Nice.
Facials, cream pies, cum shots, bukkake, and more. It's good for the skin. Hardcore. The grossest close-up hardcore fucking you can find on the net. Bizarre and sick. Close-ups, filthy, slimy, cummy, nasty, hardcore fucking. Oral sex, mouth sex, clit licking, dick sucking, ball slurping. What is he, the fucking Dr. Seuss of porn?
Yeah, he is. That's actually a really good description.
It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, he's thought about it a lot. A true poet.
Here we go. Free interracial anal sluts. Fucking awesome white sluts like to get big black dick in ass. Free big black dick three-way. Shaft has his massive black cock sucked by Indian swinger Angel. Free chubby cocksucker. A chubby white babe gets her mouth punished by a monster black cock.
Mouth punished.
Free smoke my black cock. A horny white slut gets powdered with a fat black cock. Members only. Giant black meat white treats. Big massive black cocks going inside tiny white women. You're gonna love them. Free teen poses nude. Sweet teen shows her freshly, barely legal body. Ew.
Yeah.
Damn, Boogie. Didn't
Damn, he's
like
categorized it well.
Oh, I feel gross now.
He's a pro.
Though Boogie first began running these sites as early as 1998, he continued to do so until around 2008, a couple of years into Boogie's early YouTube days. His last known site, named Evil Squared, went live around that time, with Boogie even posting a video to YouTube promoting it on release, long before his explosion in popularity. Reportedly, the description for the site reads as follows. Evilsquared.com is a website dedicated to being complete cockwits with the internet. We have the right to free speech, and by God, we plan to tie it down and rape it until they take it away.
Jesus.
How edgy. What an edgy boy, Boogie. I'm eating Brussels sprouts and playing with the dildo I bought for a friend. Good times. It's like, it's even worse when you remember he's like a 35-year-old man when he's writing all this.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. Like, you kind of get it, like, yeah.
Yeah, if he was like a 14-year-old boy that found this funny and was like, oh, it's edgy because I said the word rape.
Yeah. It's just a bit like, I don't know. It is definitely true. At some point, a normal human being sort of matures out of that a bit, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of just like, it just becomes a bit like, ugh, you know?
Yeah. This last site was also where Boogie produced this now infamous quote, which I'm going to read right now. This is from that website, from Boogie2988 in 2008, when he was, again, a 35-year-old man. He says, quote, the fact that I'm crazy is no stranger to the good staff at Evil Squared, nor is it a strange concept to anyone that reads this site or has viewed my videos. I am, for all intents and purposes, batshit crazy. The past week or so has been different for me. This next week will be doubly so. Out into the real world, looking for real work at the age of 35, at a real workplace. Hopefully landing a job this week. I'm excited.
Fuck!
At the same time, these normal activities remind me exactly how insane I am. I wonder if the people interviewing me know what's going on.
No, what's going on.
Yeah.
Fuck.
While I'm applying.
Lame. So deep. Dude, it is that classic thing of just like all of those losers online, like just being like, I identify with the Joker. Yeah.
Yeah, LARPing. It's King LARP.
King LARP.
Again, it's the porn guy. He like, again, nothing is more emblematic than the quote of, it's just like when I popped Mary Lou's cherry at the age of 18.
Yeah, that was a tale, wasn't it?
and sinking it in her butt for the first time, guys. I'm awesome.
I've done it.
The quote continues. While I'm applying for a job, entering your data or taking your orders or speaking to your customers, do you know that I, during the previous weekend, all got together and smoked weed, drank, and fucked? Damn. Drinking and smoking weed, Boogie? Oh,
It is
calm
teenage
down.
shit, isn't it? Yeah. I did
Does
it
she
all,
know-
man.
Does she know how many orgies I've been to or arranged? Does she know how many girls I've watched fuck or fucked myself? Does she know that I'm a monster? Does she know that I have internet sites that are so disorientating that it would make Satan blush? Does she know that I've filmed more sex than she's likely to have ever had? Probably. I wonder what she's hiding.
So
That's the
cringe. It's
cringiest
cringe on
thing
so many
ever.
levels at once.
So you're not turned on, Kira? This didn't do it for you?
I'm the most turned off I've ever been in my life. That's disgusting.
That's a glowing
It is
endorsement from
pretty
Kira.
bad. It's pretty bad. But, you know, I think Kira's lying.
Yeah,
I,
I
on the
think-
other hand, am too much of a Vestal Virgin flower for these filthy comments. I like Boogie. I'm too much of a virgin for this. Supple virgin.
It's not in the document, but I need to find this right now. There's 1 second. I'll be 2
It
seconds.
actually is quite revealing hearing all of that. Because it does, like, you know, before you hear all of Boogie's layers over the top of it.
At the same time, or just a year later, remember, that's when he started his YouTube career where he paints himself as the nice guy. Like, he's a
Exactly,
soft-spoken,
yeah. And he's saying
cutesy-
this now, does he know how dark I really am?
Does he know the orgies that I filmed? But of course, they're all. He's never fucking been to an orgy. Of course
Yeah,
not.
I know. And I've attended many an orgy. I know
Alright,
what
one
goes
sec.
on there.
I remember this one. I remember finding something on his porn site that was like the most eye-opening. All right, here. So it's a blog post about him going back home for Christmas. That's my mum and her little pet dog. It's about 6 years old. It has seizures, some brain problems. I don't care enough to listen to the details.
Jesus.
And she has to force feed it pills to keep it alive. It's kind of sad, but she loves the dog, and that's fine by me. I've never seen one of the seizures, but I bet they're hilarious. Oh, so edgy.
Yes.
Also,
Very
that
cool.
dog pees more liquid than I've ever seen it take in. I think it's a pee factory. That's me in the backside of our dog. He's great. I really like him. Other dog, sorry. One of the smartest dogs I've ever met. He really actually knows his name, can pick it up in idle conversation. When he wants to be loved on, he'll bite your hand gently and place it on the back head, so you have to love on him. It's pretty cute. Overall, I think we really lucked into him because of all the other dogs we ever had were dumber than rock salt. Bonus, for you bestiality freaks, I got a real nice shot of its asshole and chose not to crop it out of the previous picture.
Jesus. Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, you like dog asshole?
Everybody has a vice. So fucked.
All right, he continues. Another photo of my mum's dog. You should notice something here. He is very well endowed. He was a breeder, apparently.
Yeah.
Number one, he had trouble getting the girls pregnant because his cock is massive.
Yeah.
Number two, it's always partially erect. Number three, he has seizures now. No one wants seizure puppies except me. So anyways, if you ever touch this dog, you pretty much have to touch its penis. My mum touches this dog a lot. It makes me sick, but if that's what she's into, bonus, for you bestiality freaks, that's 2 freebies. Feel free to send cash via
By the
PayPal.
way.
What the fuck?
Mum also has ducks. Ducks are cool, smiley face. Now I get to feed them bread and corn while I was at home, and that's pretty cool. Plus, when they started to walk away, I threw bread at them, and they just gobble it up until I pelted one of them in the back of the head. Fuck you, you dick. These ducks are always fucking. It's pretty. He can't stop talking about sex.
It's incredible. Even been thinking about like a duck. Just being like, yeah, the duck's anus. You want to see that?
I fed this duck. I fed this duck with bread, and now I want to look at its anus. What is it?
It's
What is his
incredible.
mindset?
Like, yeah, I know. Like, you know, I really can't imagine anybody who's into bestiality even looking at a duck's anus and getting a stiffy. It's like a cartoon.
These ducks are always fucking. It's pretty insane too. I just totally don't get it. But I guess duck sex is just awesome because they put rabbits to shame. Plus, whenever the male duck is doing his business, he bites the female on the back of the neck. There's a tender spot there where the feathers are coming out because of how much biting and screaming
Yeah, you like
that's
that?
going on. Just talking about sex. All right, where is there any more?
So good.
Yeah, all right. So it's just fucking gross comments. He's disgusting. He's a disgusting man.
Sick, depraved man. Go on.
He needs to be jailed.
Now, let's listen more.
Although Boogie had previously openly
Yes.
admitted to being a bad and hateful person online in the early days of the internet, to see this completely different side to him was a disturbing revelation to many of his viewers. Though with more and more history being dragged up about him with his relationships and personal life, it was unfortunately becoming less and less surprising. These newfound controversies of his relationships and past websites were just the tip of the iceberg, though, as his fans were slowly realizing. More and more digging into Boogie's past also revealed some inconsistencies in his retellings of his experiences with abuse during his childhood. Although some people were starting to doubt that he experienced any abuse at all, it's hard to dispute that Boogie must have been a victim of abuse in some way or another. However, for someone who had openly discussed it and encouraged people to face their own demons, his stories had some odd contradictions and changes over time. These contradictions led to many people doubting his claims of abuse. Some particular critics even went to incredible lengths to compile all of his controversies, allegations, inconsistencies, lies, and weird comments, such as the infamous criticism mega threads that were posted to the now banned r/Sam and Toki subreddits. The thread on kiwi farms that continues to grow to this day. Boogie had been very forthcoming with sharing his story of abuse at the hands of his parents since he began to gain traction on YouTube, but issues arise with the actual specifics of the abuse. Of course, Boogie has every right to disclose as much or as little detail of his abuse as he wants, and it's entirely possible that over the course of the last 15 years, he has repressed or remembered certain events. However, his story has continually changed over time to a degree that has many skeptical. For the most part, his retellings of the physical abuse he suffered at the hands of his mother have remained largely consistent across the years, with some serious allegations regarding being beaten, scratched, cut, stabbed, and even being hit with a hammer. During his younger years, it was his older siblings who were reportedly taking the brunt of the abuse. Once they had left, though, his brother moving away to college and his sister being removed and put into the foster care system, he became the target from the age of about 11 until he was 18, he claims, claiming to be physically abused on a daily basis. Similarly, the mental and emotional abuse stories have also been fairly consistent. Primarily, this was via verbal abuse and death threats, but at the age of about 25, he also discovered that his mother was using food as part of his abuse too. His mother confessed to him on his 25th birthday that she used to overfeed him and keep junk food around the house so that he would become overweight and not be able to leave home or get a girlfriend. Some of the inconsistencies start to appear when he mentions other topics of his childhood and young adult years. Some more small ones include continually saying he grew up in a low-income household due to his parents' health issues, sometimes using books as an escape as a child when he couldn't afford to use video games to do so. However, he has also said multiple times that he has owned every video game console throughout his childhood and life, including very early consoles and computers, which were insanely expensive at the time. For example, the Atari 2600, which he had as a child, was released in 1977 for $199, which equates to over $1,000 in today's money.
Damn.
So probably not a low-income household, I would assume.
It doesn't sound it.
Another small contradiction crops up when discussing the death of his father. On Twitter, he has stated that he spent his final part of his life, his father, alone, and that he and his siblings did not see him in his final years. However, he has also shared that he went home and visited his father when he was being put into a hospice and spent multiple weeks with him, only leaving shortly before he passed. The waters become murkier, though, when getting into the topic of the sexual abuse he claims to have suffered, and this is where a lot of the contradictions and changes in his story become evident. It would take some time to cover all of the finer details of each of the stories here, but for the sake of brevity, here is an overview of the inconsistencies. At certain times, he is claimed to have only been sexually abused once in his childhood, whereas at other points, he has described it as happening multiple times. So here in this, he describes it happening once. He says the mental abuse was daily, the physical abuse every few days, and fortunately, the sexual abuse was only once. This is in a post from 13 years ago titled, "And Living Proof That You Can Outlast Depression, My Story." But here, in this one, he says it happened multiple times. Then I repeat the cycle over and over and over and over. This eating disorder stems from a lifetime of abuse. It stems from being raped, beaten, tortured, mentally abused, physically abused. It is a symptom of my PTSD, my anxiety, my depression, my self-loathing, my hatred of my existence, and so on. I most commonly overeat when I'm thinking about the horrible shit that happened to me in the past. The day I was first raped. The day I jumped out of a moving car to keep my mum from clawing my eyes out. The day my sister was beaten to near death. The day my mother stabbed me. The day my father went into alcoholic seizures. The first time he punched me after his stroke because I wouldn't get him alcohol at age 14. So yes, the use of first raped indicates more than one raping. He also called someone, at times he has claimed to have been raped by only one perpetrator and that his mother was the only one to abuse him. At other points, he has said that both of his parents, as well as a third unnamed family member, sexually abused him, followed by him saying that his mother never raped him, but she did molest him, but that his father did rape him. He has also called someone out for not knowing the difference between these two terms, but he has also been seen to claim that he didn't understand the difference either as a man in his 40s, as he had been using both terms interchangeably while supposedly only meaning molestation all along. So he's been using rape in place of the word molestation or whatever. Regardless, there's so many like inconsistencies, whether or not they're actually inconsistent due to him not using the right words or not. It's hard to tell. But again, he is a proven liar at this point about horrible things. So I'm not putting lying about childhood abuse beyond.
Yeah. Like really.
The confusion deepens with issues involving his older sister, in which he claimed in 2016 to have been touched inappropriately by her when he was around the age of 3 to 4. A few years later, when people were beginning to analyze his past stories, a Twitter user reached out to her and asked her directly if this was true, to which she replied, quote, "Fuck no," end quote.
I mean, that's like quite a convincing response, don't you think?
Yeah.
Putting the fuck at the front.
This actually prompted Boogie to directly message the user and briefly chat with them, and DMs can be seen here. Let's see how he manipulates this user. "Look, man, if you have something to say, please say it directly to me. My family is very fragile." Oh, by the way, he's referring to his family as in the family that he's been accusing of raping him and sexually abusing him.
And that's fine. If they want to do that to me, I can take that.
But take it up with me, man. Not them.
Yeah.
"My sister has great difficulty dealing with the abuse that she was put through. Well, then why are you online talking about how she abused you, first of all?" Again, it's like the fucking situation with your ex-wife. They ask you not to air their personal lives out there, and then you do it, and then you fucking
look, man,
act surprised when people.
I really don't understand why this became a big deal. Yeah.
I just spent the last hour on the phone with her trying to calm her down. Sorry. She's still very paranoid because of the abuse. And the person says, "I have nothing else to say to her. Her tweets are protected now anyway." He continues, "I'm glad to talk to you directly about anything you would like to talk to, but unfortunately my sister can't handle that stuff. Please leave or be okay. Thanks, I appreciate it. She was really struggling." And so he's basically just, he says, the other user says, "I asked her if she was the sister who you accused of molesting you. Her response was, 'Fuck no. That's a strong accusation,' and she's saying it's not true." Boogie says, "Yeah, well, if you raped someone, would you admit to it on social media?"
I mean, it is a good response, though.
Would you admit it anywhere? Why do you think she would? So he's saying that she's lying.
Yeah.
The sister that he's defending a few minutes ago, he's now being like, "She actually raped me." He's a full-on rapist, and she's lying about it.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. It's messy. It's a messy situation. I don't know what's true. I honestly don't care what's true at this point with Boogie. I don't believe him. I don't give him the credit.
It's
the
hard.
Benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. It's really hard.
The confusion deepens. I already read that. Regardless of what is or isn't true, or what has just been exaggerated, this abuse is supposedly what has caused Boogie's PTSD and anxiety disorder that he has discussed so frequently and played such a big part in his life on and off YouTube.
What do you think is the motivation behind all of the lying?
Well, it's of course just a way for him to be a victim.
But why is that so important to him?
Because he loves sympathy.
But why does he love sympathy? Like, what are you getting out of it? I suppose you get attention.
Attention, yeah.
Really, at the end of the day, it's attention. Yeah, it's just a really
attention
easy
and pity. Like, you live a life then where you can do no wrong because everyone sees you as a cute little cuddly victim.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because, like, this sort of was a tool that, because YouTube, especially in its early days, was all about figuring out what is going to keep people's attention, what formats, how do you do it, all of that. Like, I think that we've all come to the conclusion that it pretty much boils down to, like, just being like, I made an ant really big and then I got it to eat people. Like, it's either that or you get like, or you just comment on that guy that did that and be like, that's cringe. That's very cringe. Like, that's pretty much what the science of YouTube is.
Yes,
but
thank
like,
you, Jordan.
in these days,
thank you for summing up YouTube into apt examples.
Do you reckon that's, hey, I really can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not because I am such a boomer about the internet that I'm not sure if I'm right or not.
No, you're completely
Am I?
You're right.
I'm spot on, hey, as always. Yet another feather in my hat. But Boogie came from an era where we really didn't know what the secret formula was going to end up being. And this was something that sort of worked for a bit. And he became a cautionary tale of it. Because, like, really, who does, Like, has anyone ever gone to his level in terms of this?
But
like Boogie stands alone, right?
He was doing this for attention before even YouTube. Like the porn sites was his way of getting attention as well. And again, he lied there by portraying himself to be a Chad Thundercock situation where he's sinking his cock in millions of women.
Yeah, I know, but like he at some point flicked over and he was like, pity, that's the ticket. That's how you get attention.
Yeah, because he was a fat guy on YouTube. Pity's the only real direction for him to go.
Fuck.
In October of 2018, Boogie, alongside many other YouTubers, was facing scrutiny over his partnership with the counseling and therapy provider BetterHelp. I remember that.
Really?
Serious concerns were raised over the company's claims that the product that was offered experienced. Wait, what? The claims that the product offered experienced and professional therapists, as well as other accusations over dodgy experiences, unequipped health professionals, and major discrepancies between the advertised product and their terms of service. Yet again, Boogie was required to apologize and distance himself from affiliation with the sponsor who was profiting from people in need through branding themselves as a professional psychological service. Well, first of all, terrible person to be advertising a therapy service through, considering he's...
Yeah, this really helped me out. As you can clearly see, I've got my life together. I am
Exactly.
a divorced, fat, 50-year-old porn-addicted man.
Exactly. That's a brand risk.
You too can be like me.
And imagine being
and
that
if you
brand.
don't want to get it, that's fine. I understand.
Imagine being BetterHelp and having that guy distance himself from you. Like, that's where the controversy is. He's like, I'm sorry, I got to walk away from BetterHelp. They're clearly too controversial.
They're bad for my brand.
Yeah, exactly. He released an apology video explaining
cow brand. Sorry, go on.
Explaining that he agreed to the sponsorship with the best intentions, unaware of the terms and conditions, and donated the profits made from the affiliation's charity. Throughout the apology, Boogie frequently attributed his willingness to partner with BetterHelp due to his trust of Philip DeFranco's opinion on the service, seemingly passing the buck to other YouTubers as the reason for promoting it. So, see, he's not the one where the fault lies. He saw Philip DeFranco do it, so he thought it was fair game, guys.
Yeah.
A move which again demonstrated to some his inability to take responsibility. Boogie's waning trust from his fanbase and the BetterHelp drama weren't the only things harming his bank account. Following severe infections in 14 of his teeth from a life of poor eating habits, Boogie required major dental surgery to replace all of his teeth with implants, undergoing a full mouth restoration in April of 2019, a cosmetic surgery that would have amounted to at least $30,000. It was also around this time in 2019 that Boogie felt comfortable in sharing his supposed financial hardships. In June, he revealed that he had bought a Tesla worth around $100,000.
Okay, all right.
A sizable purchase even for an established YouTuber. And yet a day after announcing the purchase, he took to Twitter declaring that this was a debt that he could hardly afford, at one point even suggesting he'd have to return to retail work. It was evident to most that this Tesla purchase was reckless at the very least, or perhaps another method of self-sabotage to elicit sympathy from his fans. There's a tweet here that reads, "If I knew I could do this job another 20 years, I wouldn't worry about it. But it would be surprised if I'm still able to do this time next year. Whatever I earn in the next 12 months is going to be it. Then it's back to working retail. So, of course, I want to earn some savings," which is why he spent $100K on a Tesla. It's hard to determine if these claims of financial struggles are founded in truth, considering he's had no issue in the past bragging about his annual income and net worth both on social media and dating sites. In his Tesla video, for example, he also bragged that he had plenty of money to be able to finance the purchase. Let's listen to that.
To purchase the car, but I want you to let me know in the comments section.
Drop some likes if you want to see him driving a Tesla.
Yeah, drop some likes, but don't crowdfund it. Don't send me money. I've got the money. There's never any need for you to give me money. It's so stupid. The internet is so stupid.
Okay, so there he is bragging about having enough money to afford a Tesla. He's got the money for it, clearly. Boogie later blamed his YouTuber friend McJuggernuggets, the guy in the driving seat in that video, for convincing him to buy the Tesla, as well as an incredibly good salesman, and that purchasing an electric vehicle was in hopes to encourage others to buy one as well, reducing overall carbon emissions.
Oh my God.
Behind the Tesla. You guys will see all this in a video. You'll see it live as it happened. But I go with McJuggernuggets, and we go to test drive a Tesla. Zach, if you're watching, by the way, Zach, excellent salesman. But Zach, the whole time, he's hyping up that car. He's like, "Boogie, you're going to be changing lives." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Think about this. Every time you fill up your car, you spend, what, 30, 40 bucks? When you drive your Tesla, you're going to be spending $8 to fill up your car." I'm like, "Oh, that's wild. Okay, that's a good selling point. but the car is $90,000, Zach. So how much gas do you think is? But that's the thing, Boogie. This is the last car you will ever need. You will drive this car for the next 10 years. You could drive it for the next 20 years. You could drive it for the next 100 years. You could drive it until the end of time. I'm like, Zach, I don't know how realistic that is. It's going to take me 10 years to pay the fucking thing off. Zach, the car is $90,000, Zach. And he says,
going on a 10-year-long mortgage for a car is insane, by the way.
yes, but
That's
you're gonna be
nuts.
helping the environment. I'm like, that's a fair point. I do want to help the environment, but he's like, think about this. How much? Don't forget, you're going to help the environment, right? But here's what I want you to think about: how many viewers are you going to encourage to get a Model 3 when they are $33,000? I ended up buying an X for you.
Yes, you
I
can
still
lead
haven't
by
got it fully
example.
financed yet. I'm having to finance it. Obviously, I can't
He's an influencer after all.
spend $100,000 in a day. That would be insane, right? But I am financing it. Okay. And so he's like, Boogie, how many fans are going to end up buying a Model S because of you? And I'm like, okay.
He's a
all right,
fucking
that's fair.
hero.
What if we put 10 more cars?
This is his responsibility to buy that fucking
No,
Tesla.
yeah. The
He will
country
save
needs
the
him.
world.
Yeah.
On the road.
Him and Musk.
Think about the impact you're making in the world. We put 10 more cars on the road. I'm like, all right, Zach, you got a good point. Let's keep talking, Zach. What other else you got? Because this car is self-driving. Boogie, you're getting a self-driving package for $6,000. Think about this. One day, you could have it drive you to the airport. Then send it home to park at your house. Then Boogie, when you get back from the flight, your car can come and pick you up at the airport. I said, how long is that, Zach? 5 years from now? He goes, Elon says 1 year. I think it's going to be 2 years. I'm like,
can that happen now?
No. I mean, I think it can drive a little bit, but it won't be able to drive you from the airport to your house unless he lives right next to the airport.
Okay.
fuck, I want a self-driving car really badly. But he says, Boogie, think about this. You're going to be driving more because you enjoy driving. Think about this, okay? You're going to get out in your car. You're going to want to go to the gym. You're going to want to go downtown.
You're going to want to go to the gym.
Yes, of
This
course.
Tesla will save
Yes,
your
you
life.
are really speaking to my lifestyle here.
The issue.
I want you to imagine your life as it is, Boogie. Now imagine it made up with a Tesla.
The only reason you don't go to the gym more, Boogie, is because you have to drive
you
there.
are concerned about carbon emissions. Yeah.
So he continues on about that. Very unimportant. After absolving himself of responsibility for the irresponsible decision, he then asked his audience to send him money to help finance the purchase.
Don't send me money.
Please help me save the environment. I'm raising money for an environmental
Remember
charity.
in the video in the car where he's like, don't worry, guys, I got the money. Don't send me money.
Reddit and Twitter lost their fucking minds. Oh, are you trying to manipulate people into giving you money? The answer is yes. Give me some money. Also, no, I just
Fence sat that hard. Fence sat that pretty hard.
That was
realized
incredible.
that when I got home, the car was fucking expensive, and I didn't realize. But the problem is, I was there with Jesse. Jesse was buying the car anyway, and Jesse's like, Boogie, treat yourself. I'm like, you're right, treat myself. He's like,
Yeah.
Boogie, treat yourself. I'm like,
Yes.
all right, treat myself.
Yes.
He's like, Boogie, treat yourself. I'm like, all right. Thought you were gonna play Mario Maker 2. Yeah, we're about.
Yeah, what does treat yourself mean? It means like getting a nice $20 like acai bowl or something once a week, maybe.
Yeah.
Instead, to Boogie, it's buying a $100,000 Tesla. That's treating
Yeah.
yourself. All right, lunatic. Certainly making a stupid financial decision, blaming other people for convincing you to do it, and asking fans to send money to help cover the expense was not a good look for Boogie's image, which had already taken a reputational hit at this point. To add insult to injury, 2 years later, Boogie would upload another video revealing that he never actually followed through with the Tesla purchase and that he never asked any fans for their money. Let's have a look at that.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live into the power of the internet. And I noticed yesterday that I'm in a trending search term right now. Trending search for Boogie2988 Tesla. And I guess that's because somebody uploaded an old clip to PKA. So what I thought I would do today is, that's not my Tesla, obviously. What I thought I would do today is take you guys for a test ride in my Tesla because so many people are interested in it. So let's go ahead and hop in the Tesla. Ah, shit, that's right, I don't have a Tesla. That's right, because I never did buy it. Because I realized it would be a big waste of money. And even though I was just gonna pay for it myself, people got it in their heads that I was somehow wanting my fans to pay for it. And that just gave me like a negative connotation. So I'll hop in my car. Actually, this is my roommate's car. So I'm like, I'll hop in. Oh, shit, I don't even own a car right now. I forgot.
See, he's a big victim, and you're all wrong for being angry at him at all times, even though he himself puts himself in those situations for you to be angry at him. He's the victim. You're wrong. A pattern of saying the worst possible thing while trying to make an astute statement was emerging, with Boogie finding himself in even more hot water yet again later in 2019. During a Twitch stream in August, Boogie responded to a question about online haters by saying that these trolls that hated him were lower than Nazis and rapists because Nazis and rapists were at least acting in alignment with what they believed. Let's listen to that.
Bring it.
Please.
But I want you to know, I think you are the lowest of the low.
So remember, he's referring to people who just like the people who were angry at him for the Tesla stuff.
Yes.
Basically, he's referring to them.
So sling me with your
So
arrows
bring
if
it.
you must. Yes.
But I want you to know,
Yes.
I think you are the lowest of the low. I think you are the worst of the worst. I think that there are fucking rapists and Nazis out there who, even though they are rapists and fucking Nazis, they are more redeemable than you because at least they're doing something they fucking believe in.
What does that even mean? What are rapists doing that they believe in?
Like, I guess raping, they believe. Is that a belief?
It's a
I suppose you could have
stance,
like an
I guess.
ideology behind it.
Okay, so there we go. If you hate Boogie, you're officially worse than a Nazi and a rapist.
And a rapist, yeah.
Like, how does he think that this comes across?
They may be pieces of garbage. They may be pieces of shit. They may harm other people, but at least they believe what they fucking stand for. You stand for nothing.
You stand for nothing.
You stand for nothing.
But that's incredible. That's so good coming from Boogie.
Even a disgusting piece of shit rapist is better than you.
Thank you.
Damn, we're really doubling down on that one. This is
You
the
heard
one.
me.
This is the one time he chooses to take a stand.
Even a piece of shit, racist, garbage Nazi is better than you. You are the worst.
You make me sick.
People that hate Boogie make me sick.
Me sick. Look at yourselves. Look at what you've become.
Look at rapists
what
and
you've
Nazis for
debased yourself
inspiration
to.
instead. You need to be like the rapists and Nazis of the
Questioning
world
my
instead.
finances. You're worse than a rapist.
These comments are certainly a far cry from the balanced stances he used to take to avoid speaking hatred.
You can't blame him for that anymore, can you?
The fallout from the stream comments resulted in Boogie taking a brief period of time off for his mental health.
Reflection.
It says here, quick update for those who have reached out, taking time off to work on some shit, talking to a therapist daily. I hate the therapist excuse, Jesus fucking Christ. Staying offline,
My
playing some
mental health.
games, went swimming at the water park, gonna try to get my mind back together before I start making content again. See you soon. I can guarantee you that didn't last long. This odd judgment of values becomes more bizarre when compared to other comments Boogie has made in relation to hate groups, such as saying there may be, quote, well-intentioned people in ISIS, end quote. What?
Wait, what? What does he mean by that?
Flashback to when Boogie, okay, this is a tweet from Boogie, 12th of November 2015. Quote, there are likely a few good people wrapped up in ISIS. Yes, think of the persons and not the group. Yes, very smart,
What?
Boogie. Very smart man.
Yeah, he's smart. Okay, right. That's right. I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
He's an empath.
Have you ever
and
thought of it
that's-
from this perspective?
This classic one, oh
No,
man, I
haven't.
love this one. I love this one. And that scientific advancement was a positive outcome from the Holocaust. He says, quote, so someone sends him a message saying, what context would you like to add to, quote, the Holocaust is horrible, but some good came out of it, end quote, which is what he said. And he replies, 4th of October 2018, he says, well, quote, it was my belief that we advanced medical science during it, which was a very small, not worth it, silver lining. Not a good example of human endurance and strength, and frank is a better example of my point, but still a pretty shit point. So he's walking it back, but he's still like sticking to it a little bit. Besides being a moot point in both instances, these needless arguments are examples of the extreme lengths Boogie is willing to go to in order to appear as a open-minded centrist while simultaneously blowing up at people who troll and criticize him for that. And we come now to the big one, the Frank Hassel saga. One of the funniest moments in internet history, honestly.
Okay, good.
Finally,
I'm so excited.
we're going to cover the Frank Hassel saga in 2020. For those of you who are unaware, Frank Hassel, real name Cameron Williams, is a now banned YouTuber and troll who goes above and beyond in his attempts to get laughter from his followers. When we say above and beyond, we mean it, as Frank often overstepped the mark in his harassment, hence he's banned from YouTube. He used to make content where he would deliberately be inflammatory and make people in public uncomfortable, but more recently he's been involved with Sam Hyde's show, Fish Tank, a Big Brother type of show where he goes into the house and intentionally makes the contestants' lives hell. Frank picked out Boogie as a new target in mid-2020, interacting with him via Twitter and eventually getting himself blocked by him. Continuing to be a nuisance to Boogie, though, Boogie eventually relented and agreed to appear on the Killstream podcast with Frank in mid-August of that year, but not before before sending Frank an oddly worded DM a few days beforehand. It reads, Boogie says, if you do plan harm, just leave my friend and my dog out of it. You are welcome to kill me.
Oh my God.
me if you must. I can take it.
Please end my
It's
suffering.
incredible. Yeah, kind of, I guess. That is what he's saying.
Yeah.
So kill me if you must. Just
yeah, he's a martyr.
Dug out of it.
He's a martyr. Frank says, quote, we should make a video together where I give you a pink belly until your stomach gets friction first. End quote. Boogie says, quote, I would be glad to do that as long as you promise you don't mean me or my family any harm. I don't know if you're actually crazy or just pulling some Andy Kaufman stick. He means stick. But if it's the latter, I would be glad to participate in it. The Killstream podcast was the first time the two had really interacted with each other outside of Twitter, and what followed was a nearly 2-hour-long argument between the two. Unfortunately for Boogie, the argument was largely one-sided, and he, as he made it in his mid-40s, came off looking like an immature man-child incapable of not rising to the bait that Frank was throwing his way. While Frank continually poked at Boogie to get reactions for his own amusement, Boogie tried multiple angles throughout the podcast by, we're going to watch these, number one, taking jabs back at Frank, including resorting to your mum jokes. Kick up.
He doesn't. It's just all bullshit.
I think you need tough love, and I'm a tough lover.
I mean, honestly, again, you're not my type, but if you got a sister, send her my way, man. Or your mom or whoever. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so very fucking already childish.
Very cool.
Using your mum jokes. Jesus.
He's killing it.
You are the most disgusting looking human being I have ever seen in my entire life.
Exactly. And if you're uglier than me, like what the fuck does that say? Like, Frank, here's the thing. And like, this is something you really got to understand. I look down on you, and I'm one of the most looked down on people on the internet. If you're
and
fucking
you think
below
that
me,
I care?
Frank, if you're below me, on the totem pole, how the fuck do you wake up every day, dude? How the fuck do you get out of bed and go, I'm gonna live this life being worse than Boogie? I'm gonna be more worthless than fucking Boogie. How do you?
Okay, so fuck Jesus.
Trash talk.
Yeah, trash talk. King of it.
Yeah. Save that for the ring.
Also, examples of him acting blasé and cool about the whole thing. He's hip. He's hip with it.
Nah, he gets it.
Like I said in DMs, don't fucking hurt my friends, don't hurt my family, don't hurt my dog. You can kill me. I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna drop from a helicopter.
So
bitch.
cool.
Bring it.
So
man.
cool.
You're gonna see me coming out of the fucking sky.
Bring it. But what I told you,
Bring it.
motherfucker, I told you I'd probably have a meltdown here because I haven't slept in 3 days since.
Yeah, you said you're gonna have a WWE style fake meltdown for the kids. So
I never said.
You know, if you want to do your little monkey dance, you can go ahead and do it. I'll be sitting here fucking laughing at you.
All right. Well, here's the fake part, buddy. I don't actually hate you. I'm not actually.
Oh my god, Jesus fucking Christ. Let's listen to him.
He's a
continuing
Jesus.
to be blasé.
Yeah, all right, that's fine, Frank. You don't have to listen, motherfucker.
That's right. You do what I say. I'll slap the shit out of you.
Oh God, I've never seen someone so fucking impotent and desperate. Now,
coming from Boogie.
Does he try and pull it off as like it was all an act?
Boogie,
just abusing him. Yeah, he loves to be abused.
Yeah, it's like, man. If I'm being honest with you, what it was like from my perspective, Frank.
Do you
it's
get
like
off on this, Boogie?
No, he keeps throwing punches and not a single one landed. Like
I'm a glacier.
Not a single one landed.
Yeah,
All right.
he's killing it.
Trying to be reasonable while still keeping some edge about him. Here's some examples of that.
I ain't
Lies
talking
about how tall
liking
he is,
nobody. Frank, I like them about as much as I like you, and I would watch you catch fire, man. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Fuck.
Fuck,
He's so
dude.
cool.
Rap battle.
Another example.
Leo Beach, fat fucking Arkansas. I shouldn't even be on your radar, man. The fact that you have taken such a liking to me is fascinating to me. But I do genuinely mean what I'm about to say. And like, I hope you will not even find a hint of sarcasm on my voice. I hope to God one day I find a way to free you. Last year I was ready to
free you. What does that mean?
I don't know.
He's a savior.
Like,
he is the Messiah figure.
Yeah. Okay,
all right.
always, yep.
Here's a classic playing the victim card. I love this part.
No, motherfucker, listen. Like, I'll probably take you out to dinner, and yeah, I'll probably cry. This is hard for me. I'm not good at this stuff.
No, wait, hold on.
You
Why
know?
would you cry?
Bro,
Whoa,
Wow, that's fucked up.
I don't know what the fuck just happened, but yeah, saying that you're going to cry to the bully that is bullying you is a really good thing to do as a 45-year-old man.
I think it takes a lot of strength to live by your principles. I think it takes a lot of strength to make those kinds of choices. A strength you will never know, baby.
What I'm wondering is...
Yes, Boogie, a man who lives by his principles.
You must mature to my level.
You want to kill yourself every day, and you're talking about how strong I am.
And yet I'm still alive. motherfucker. Imagine what that's like to live
Damn.
with. Imagine what it's like to
You're
live
saying
with
that
a
like it's something you're
suicidal-
proud
No,
of.
it is. It is. I am proud of the
Like
fact.
you're-
I am proud of the fact that I have lived with suicidal, intrusive thoughts since I was 5 years old. And that I wake up every fucking day, baby. I wake up every single fucking day, and I.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, it's great.
More victim.
Yeah, he's not wrong though. I'll go and tell him like that's the thing. Like I've had suicidal intrusive thoughts my whole life.
There we go.
And like the times that like I made the plans and I picked the date and like really fucked with it and like had my kill kit and I'm ready to fucking go.
No, not
like,
a kill.
I
Shut
had the balls
up.
to do it.
No,
What's wrong
shut
with
up,
you, dog?
Boogie. Shut up.
Fucking kill kit. All right. He also overshared with people who are clearly just riling him up on topics such as his sexual abuse. I'm not going to listen to that. Also experimenting sexually with another male as a teenager. I will listen to that.
God damn, I will listen to that.
So I think that's okay.
Yeah, see,
I jerked off a dude in high school once. So like,
Where did that even come from? What is the context that would lead to that? These people are bullying you and you just come out with that?
As a flex.
Yeah, I jerked a guy off in high school. What about
mad? You
Yeah.
wish you jerked off your best friend.
it?
it applies. I guess.
What?
Go for it, man.
you jerked off a guy who was in high
It's true.
school.
He added this on the kill stream. Yeah.
He just said, I just
Yeah,
jerked off a guy who was in high school.
No, I
And
jerked
how
off
does
a
that-
guy when
wait,
I
wait,
was
wait.
in high school.
Oh,
wait.
I thought
Boogie.
you
I
said
jerked off a
that.
guy when I was in high
Wait,
school.
wait,
He was
wait.
also in high school.
Wait,
Yeah.
Boogie. How did this happen?
Yeah, we were both 15.
How
What?
did this happen?
I had a friend who was like bisexual, and I was asking him like, "How do you know you're bi?" He's like, "How do you know you're straight?" And I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "I tried having
You
sex with
let
a
a
girl.
guy
I
suck
had
your
tried-
dick?
Dude, I've
No.
never needed to have sex with a guy to confirm that I'm gay or not. Like, it's never even crossed my brain
Yeah, I know.
as a strategy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, we didn't
You
get
raise a
that
good
far.
point.
You sucked his dick.
No, we didn't get that far. We touched each other downstairs. That's about it.
Oh, okay. Well, what happened?
So nonchalant about it as well.
Here's him talking about needing testosterone
Man.
injections.
Yeah.
You should get your testosterone levels checked, bro.
Oh, I take
not
testosterone
good.
once every 2 weeks. I have really low testosterone, so I have to
Jeez.
inject myself.
No, wait.
Why are you giving them ammunition like this?
I don't
Jesus.
know. He's really reverted back to high school, hasn't he? He's like, he's having an episode. He's
There's
got
also
that same thing of just like, yeah, a loser trying to sound cool, but like,
I know.
you know that exact tone, right? Like we've all seen that in high school.
yeah, it's the fake attempt to like look like none of this phases you.
Yeah,
Where
I know.
Where clearly you are very phased by this.
Yes,
You're blurting
you are-
out.
you
Well,
are
actually, I
phased.
do take low testosterone. I've taken your attack against me and turned it into a strength. And it's like, no, you've just given them
Jerked off
more
my best
ammunition.
friend. Yeah.
Yeah, no one asked. You've just given us more ammunition.
No one asked.
If I say it before they do, then I've taken
Then
the
I've
trump
won.
card. You see, yeah.
Yeah.
Making he is like permanently like 14-year-old brained. It is stuff that you would see in high
yes,
school.
that's such a good description of him.
Making immature, he also made immature retorts that ended up incredibly poorly worded and inadvertently made himself the butt of the joke.
Shut the fuck up. Shut
I
the
will
fuck up. I'm not
validate.
done
Hey,
speaking.
Frank. Hey, Frank.
I'm not done talking.
You motherfucker.
You can't.
I will. I'm validating
It's those
what
big
you
old
say.
teeth
It's
poking out of
something
your
we
mouth.
talked about in therapy. I will chew your dick off with these teeth, Frank. Give me a chance. I will. Okay. I will.
What?
Are you? Is that something?
That's 6 minutes into the stream and he's already talking about putting
I will chew
Frank's
your dick off.
cock in his mouth. All right, 56 minutes in. There's another one.
By the way, I hear myself. Oh my god, what's going on? Okay.
I mean, like, this probably doesn't seem like the audience that would empathize with the shit that I have to say. But I mean, like, if you really want to know, Ralph, I'll tell you, like, in private or something. We can talk about it here.
That's fine. I mean, I don't need the blow.
What the fuck is
What's
that
the
noise?
breathing?
By the way, Frank House is getting worked up. I can hear him.
Okay.
I,
know.
I think all this. I'm 98%
That's not
sure
me,
he's jerking
chat.
off, dude. I'm 98% sure that Ralph, that fucking Frank is over there jerking off because we're talking about child pedophilia. Like he's the
Oh,
one.
wow.
Boogie. Once again, Boogie viewers,
killing
Boogie he mastered the
fucking
beta.
owned him.
Once again, Boogie viewers were seeing these continual efforts to change his attitudes and opinions in order to come across well and be liked unfold, this time in real time. During the podcast, there were also multiple allusions to the fact that Frank was going to turn up at Boogie's home, which Boogie initially stood up to, giving vague threats about Arkansas being a state where people get shot at for harassing others. Let's listen to that.
Yeah, right. Like at the end of the day, I don't like you. You know, I'm not gonna fucking spend time with you. I don't want to hang out
you are.
with you. Oh, I don't. I highly don't recommend that, man. I live in Arkansas. I don't know what like fucking pussy ass blue state you're used to. Okay, but you come to Arkansas.
Yeah, Boogie's a Republican. Goddammit.
Yeah, all of a sudden,
Frank said he's coming to your house and he's gonna walk you around.
I won't even
the
have to
neighborhood.
lift a finger. My neighborhood.
He's gonna put the leash on you and walk you around like a fucking.
I'm gonna put your fucking fat ass.
Help me bury you.
He said he's.
All right, so he's saying that my whole neighborhood will come together and we'll form a vigilante mob to run Frank Castle out of town without guns.
Go right ahead.
In my hood?
Come bring your stick here. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
Call the cops, Boogie, but they
I
can't.
have so many friends
Think
here.
about that.
Nobody around here. Nobody around
course,
here.
we just, of course.
This is Arkansas. Ain't nobody calls the cops around here. The only time we call the cops is to come clean up the corpse. That's all.
Oh my God, so strong. Damn,
hard.
Boogie.
Fuck, Boogie.
Cold-blooded.
Such a king.
Semper Fi, Boogie. Not long after that, though, Boogie changed tact.
Are scared of Arkansas, man.
Tact and expressed his pacifist side, saying that he wouldn't hurt him and seemingly resigned himself to the fact that Frank would show up at his house regardless of what he said or did. Let's have a listen.
All right, well, here's the fake part, buddy. I don't actually hate you. I'm not actually mad at you.
I don't give a fuck about you at all.
You do. I get that.
I don't care about you.
I get that, brother. I get that. And it's okay. I still care about you. Right? Like,
It sounds like you're trying to fucking molest me or something.
Maybe, man. But listen, like the joke is, you show up, man. I'm not gonna hurt you. You understand that? I'm a pacifist. I'm not gonna hurt nobody. You do whatever you want to fucking do, Frankie. You want to come out here and play? We'll play. I don't give a fuck, man.
I will. I'm going to. It's going to happen.
Well, you know my address. It's all over that. It's all over.
It is.
So,
it's everywhere. Yeah.
Well, he's invited you out.
I will.
He's invited you out. I wonder how that works legally. If it go like when it goes to court, and Boogie says like, I didn't want him to come to my house, and then Frank pulls up the video of him saying, "Yeah, come on over." Like, what happens there?
Just come over.
And please kill me.
Yeah, no, honestly, yeah, I think, nah. That's, I don't think you get away with it.
The Kobe Zamaza tweets that say, "Please kill me now. Come kill me." I know that doesn't stand up, obviously. Invigorated by the reactions he was getting from Boogie, Frank did end up making the jump from online harassment to the real world. He made the trip over from his home state of Georgia, and on the 27th of September, Frank tweeted a picture of himself stating that he was in Fayetteville, Arkansas, which is Boogie's hometown. Boogie then realized this was getting serious and started making posts about it on Twitter. The story was then picked up by Keemstar, who hosted an interview between the two the following day on the 28th. All semblance of pacifism was now gone from Boogie, as he stated that he had a gun and he will protect himself.
And he will use it.
I told you very clearly, I don't give a shit what happens to me, and that's fine. But if there's a risk for me, my dog, or my roommate, I'm gonna
wait. So so he says, I don't care what happens to me, but if there's a threat to me, my dog, like he's still including himself in there. Statement.
I'm gonna take self-defense caution. I'm gonna do what needs to be fucking
very
done.
over dramatic and should consider taking your anxiety medication or something.
Well,
he also claimed that he has a gun and will protect himself and his home if Frank comes to his house. Boogie then addressed this in a video to Twitter following the interview. Let's watch that Twitter video.
Okay.
This is not okay.
For those people who are worried about me right now, don't be. I'm safe. I'm surrounded by people who love me. We can.
It's like his funeral or something.
If you're watching this, I could be dead.
Andrew on the official podcast always has a description for Boogie that I always find funny. Boogie always talks about himself like he's been dead for 20 years. Which is so true.
Yes. For those people who are worried about me right now, don't be. I'm safe. I'm surrounded by people who love me. We can definitely take care of this if we need to.
The kingdom of Boogie stands.
Tonight, but it's after a couple of months of him threatening me every couple of days. And even in tonight's interview, he said he has proof that I'm a pedophile. He can't, because there is no proof.
No, there's no
that
proof.
I'm not a pedophile.
Yeah.
He
He's in
says
the
he has
Epstein
proof
files.
that I've harassed women and friends he knows. No, he doesn't. That doesn't exist. It can't exist. There is no proof. He's a fucking liar. I'm tired of being victimized. I'm tired of
You victimized yourself the
letting
most
it
out of
happen.
anyone.
So I told Frank that if he's in town, and he is, he drove here because of me. If he said he's less than 5 minutes away from me, and I let him know that we can end this tonight.
Only one body leaves.
And we're excited. So if he sets foot on my property, I made it very clear. He goes home in a body bag.
Damn! Laying down the
I don't know
law.
if that's bad. I don't know if that's going to end what's left of my YouTube career.
But I need
this
to do
isn't
it.
funny. This isn't cool. This isn't a joke. Threatening somebody, falsely accusing him. It's not okay. And if Frank shows up, I'm going to show him how not okay it is.
Damn. Fucking Undertaker
down,
right
book.
there. All right, come on, Kira. He's redeemed himself a little bit. You got to be a little bit aroused by that.
Yeah,
That's a
surely you
man.
have to be.
That's
That is a man
showing his
taking charge.
manliness.
I didn't realize I could be more turned off, but it's happened.
Really? That turned you off? All right, I'll take up
Everything.
Kira's slack. I'm pretty hard on that.
She liked him when he was all soft and supple and innocent.
Yeah, when he was emotionally available.
Now he's all try
Not
hard
when
and
he's hard.
cringy.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Try hard or
it's just a-
hard?
try ... hard.
Yeah, try.
2 sentences. Try, comma, hard.
Is what I think you meant to say.
Yeah, it's like that Simpsons gag, the Lionel Hutz gag.
Like the
with
no money down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, Frank didn't let up and showed up to Boogie's house the following day with his GoPro strapped to his head and encountered Boogie at his front door to shocking results. Let's watch.
Yeah, on 3, pull the trigger.
Okay. Is this what I have to do?
So he's holding a gun in his hand, pointed directly at Frank.
You fat fucking. Oh my God. Is this real? Is this guy gonna kill me?
Yes. He's here to look at the air conditioner, Sam. Is this what I have to do?
You're a fucking.
Is this?
Wait, so he's got a guy in the background who's not even his friend. It's an air conditioner repairman. So there's just a
That's
guy there who's there to
hilarious.
repair the.
That's
so
hilarious.
When Boogie said, "I've got people here who love me," it was just an air conditioner repairman.
You love me, right, Frank?
Are you gonna shoot me in your doorway?
Yes.
You're fucking deranged.
I'm asking you to leave. This is my home. You are not welcome here. You have threatened my life. I'm asking you to leave. In about 30 seconds, I'm going to fire a warning shot.
Fire it now. Okay. Fire the warning shot now.
Is this what we have to do? I'm asking you to leave, Sam.
Sam?
Cameron, I don't know your fucking name.
Okay, so that's actually an interesting detail. So around this time is when that subreddit /Sam and Toki got removed and banned, and Boogie had a hand in removing that because that's where like these hate threads about him were compiled and all of his lies and stuff were documented and chronicled on this Sam and Toki subreddit. So him saying Sam there is actually kind of an interesting. What's the term when you slip in a word that you're not meant to? Like what's the word when you mistake a word for another word?
What is that? A malapropism? No.
No.
Faux
Fuck.
pas?
Yeah, I guess kind of like a faux pas.
It's kind of like a faux pas.
Anyway, but yeah, he's clearly
Is this
like
what we have to do.
Frank is now just a character, like a fill-in entity that represents all of his trolls and haters and stuff. So him spurting out, is this what we have to do, Sam?
Yes. Okay. They're all flashing before his eyes.
Yeah.
I'm asking you to leave, Sam.
Sam?
Cameron, I don't know your fucking name. I'm asking you to leave.
He doesn't know this man's name who he's been like, who's been harassing him for the last 2 weeks and has made claims to come like kill him in his house and things like that. And yet he doesn't remember his name, Frank. Yeah, okay.
I'm asking you to leave, man. Please don't make me do this. Please don't make me do this.
I don't want blood on my hand.
Why's this guy got a gun?
Because I feel threatened.
This guy's about to kill somebody, right?
The air conditioning repairman's like, can you just leave so I can leave, please?
This is so good. Isn't it incredible that someone threatening to kill someone is still cringe?
Isn't it incredible?
He's got a gun. Huh?
Isn't it incredible that he booked an air conditioning repairman to come around on the day that he was going to be assassinated? Imagine being that air conditioner repairman and being like in the house while this goes down.
And it's
in front of
threatening
him.
on two ends because he's so fat. Like he needs that air conditioning. Like his life is threatened in two fronts.
In front of you.
Why are you on his property? I'll shoot to wound.
I'll shoot to wound.
If you're gonna shoot the wound, you should shoot yourself.
No, I plan to shoot you, bud. I'm asking
Right
you
here.
to leave.
Right here.
Okay?
Right here.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm asking you to
You
leave.
pointing a gun at me?
Yes. You are on my property. You have threatened my life.
You are a fat.
Castle doctrine.
You're a fat.
Jesus.
Castle
Dude.
doctrine means I get to take you inside and fuck you.
Okay.
Castle domain means I get to take you inside and fuck you.
Sam, please don't make me.
Who's Sam?
I don't know.
He keeps saying the name.
This is so
Castle
good.
doctrine means I
Wait.
get to take you inside and fuck you.
Okay. Sam, please don't make me.
Who's
He keeps saying
Sam?
Sam because it's Sam and Toki. He was so embroiled in that drama with Sam and Toki. He's absolutely seeing like that entire subreddit in his mind.
Sam?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Regardless, the cops are coming.
Okay. Have a good one.
Hey.
Fuck, that's so good. Boogie rightly felt threatened in this exchange, but this was quite the step up from Francis's Nerf gun so many years ago. As seen in the video, Frank was so skeptical that Boogie would fire the gun at all, despite Boogie's warnings, that he went so far as to tell Boogie to shoot the warning shot into his chest. Boogie clearly felt that he had to show that he meant business, firing the warning shot and briefly pointing the loaded gun at Frank. Fortunately, no one else was hurt and the police were called, at which point Frank took his leave. However, the saga was far from over for either of them. Frank immediately took to Twitter and continued to antagonize Boogie after the incident, posting a picture in Boogie's yard with the caption, quote, "This is my house now, bitch," end quote. He also started openly making crass jokes about the incident and mocked the fact that Boogie had warned he would shoot him. As news outlets began to post about the story, he also continued to treat the whole interaction as a joke, going so far as to email a photo of, quote, "a giant piece of shit in a dry toilet," end quote, to a news outlet when contacted for comment. As for Boogie, he made a short response video almost immediately after the event, but said that he couldn't say more as it had now become a criminal investigation. Following the investigation the following year in May, a warrant was put out for Boogie's arrest on a charge of aggravated assault, which Frank quickly mocked once again on Twitter. Boogie turned himself into authorities and posted bail for $5,000 and awaited more legal proceedings. Frank, on the other hand, despite clearly being the aggressor in the situation, got off scot-free. He posted a video to Twitter in July stating that the state of Arkansas were dropping the charges against him and once again attempted to antagonize Boogie. He continued to mock Boogie on Twitter, even making a crossover joke with that of Chris Chan's recent arrest. Boogie's legal proceedings weren't fully resolved until March of 2022, uploading a video to YouTube to explain the situation, complete with a thumbnail showing his mugshot and once again asking viewers for financial assistance to recoup his hefty legal fees. His case was settled on deferred adjudication, essentially meaning that he would be innocent in a couple of years' time, and acknowledged the mistakes he made in the interactions with Frank, including engaging with him at all in the first place. Once again, this is a man in his mid-40s taking the bait from a troll.
incredible.
Frank had made a promise to Boogie on the Kill
You know
Stream
how bullies
podcast.
work, don't you, Boogie? Middle-aged man. Sorry?
Frank had made a promise to Boogie on the Kill Stream podcast. Let's hear what that promise was.
Just playing. You guys know.
The only thing you need to think about, the only thing you need to know about is that I'm going to show up and you're not going to win and it's going to be the worst day of your life.
Boogie played that down in the Killstream episode by saying he wouldn't be able to even get close to that. But despite that, he was right. And Boogie openly admitted that this in a stream, which once again prompted a cheeky tweet from Frank with the caption, "Customer testimonial." Given the circumstances, most of Boogie's remaining fan base took his side, acknowledging that Frank had massively overstepped the mark and that Boogie was a genuine victim in this scenario. Nevertheless, this was still another black stain on Boogie's story and a very traumatic day for him. Despite this hefty episode, what we're clocking in at 3.5 hours right now, Jesus Christ.
That was a slog, but it was worth every penny, I've got to say. What an exciting conclusion to part 2.
We're still only scratching the surface of what's to come in the turbulent rise and fall of Boogie's career. With his subscribers stagnating and his loyal fan base quickly losing faith in his judgment and character, Boogie would continue to spiral out of control and his Mr. Rogers of YouTube persona would continue to melt away through his own actions. In our next installment to the Boogie2988 series, we'll explore the subsequent years of horrendous behavior, including crypto scams, a lifestyle of pathetic hedonism and money expenditure, and the shocking lies he would cling to in order to cling to internet relevancy. Stay tuned for the next part of The Weight of It All, The Fall of Boogie2988. Thank you very much for joining us for this week's episode. We're going to cut it short there and run because it's sweltering in here and it's almost midnight and we've been going for almost 4 hours of talking about
damn.
Boogie.
And I've never been more happy as well. That was the best 4-hour podcast that I've ever been part of.
If you want more content, geez, I'm losing my brain. Content, official.men 7-day free trial. Like I said at the top, please check out Smut Rot. I think you'll love it. I really do think you'll enjoy it if you like Jordan and I.
Very funny.
Yes, so please go check that out. We in the first episode of Smut Rot, which is up now on official.men, we read through the classic My Immortal fan fiction, which is a Harry Potter / emo fan fiction from like 2006. So if that at all sounds appealing to you, Jordan does an incredible British Cockney accent throughout it.
Yes,
he does,
and Jackson
brilliant.
Tries.
I tried my hardest.
Yeah.
I did a pretty good Harry Potter, actually. Remember my sexy Harry Potter voice?
I liked your sexy Harry Potter voice.
Yeah, there we go.
You had a couple of good voices, actually.
Go check that out. You will like it. It's a lot of fun. And you know, if you do like it, let us know because more will come if the demand continues to be as hot as it is right now over at the Smut Rot video page. Go check that out. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for your time.